What's good, everybody? This is Ryan Johnson with MoneyBass.com. What is going on, guys? Back once again. Go ahead and get everything set up and rolling. Am I late? Am I on time? Am I late? Did I miss anything, guys? Oh, yeah. I haven't quite missed anything. I've been keeping up with it on the live. A lot of things to catch up on, guys. As you come into the chat, please drop a one. Just want to make sure you guys can hear me okay and see me okay before we slide into this content that we have for today. Who has been keeping up with these stats and seeing all of this action that has been going on out here in Lake Fork? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is a century belt? What is a century club belt? Can somebody let me know what that is in the chat? Do you know what a century club belt is? Can somebody let us know down in the chat? Let's take a look and see who we have checking in this afternoon or morning, depending on where you're at. All right, big shout out to Mattresses Underwater. What? What could that possibly mean? Mattresses Underwater sounds like kind of an odd name. Or maybe he is a bed fisherman. Oh, yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Those bed fishermen out there, guys, making some things happen. Did that come into play this past week? I guess it did just a little bit. But right now, I think all of these guys are out here doing a little scoping. They're doing some scoping, guys. All right, so let's see who else we have checking in. Shout out to Mattresses Underwater. We have Samuel Schultz checking in. Said, come on, let's go. Where you at, man? Are you late? Are you coming? Are you showing up? But what's going on, man? Glad to have you back. We have Peacock. Says, hear you and see you. All right, real good, real good. Really appreciate that. Let's go ahead and hop straight into it, guys. Let's hop straight into it. In the chat, also, who has been keeping up with the live footage for today? Let me know who's been keeping up with that live footage. Because bam, look at this, guys. The Century Club. Let's see. Let's count them. Let's count them. Let's count them up. I see one. I see two. I see three, four. What? Do you guys see four? Wait a minute. Let me make sure I'm counting right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 Century Club members. What about that, guys? Oh my God. Oh my God. And guess who has one? Guess who got that Century belt for today? Our partner, Ben Milliken. The Milikens is on the map. All right. Shout out to Ben Milliken. How is he sitting, guys? Guys, let me check. All right, just bear with me, guys. I'm trying to locate the source of this audio. Can you guys hear the audio that is playing in the background? All right, if you guys could just bear with me, like I said, I'm just trying to find the source of this audio. That is kind of odd. All right, hold on, guys. Oh, there we go. I found the. I think I found the culprit. Is that it? Nope, that's not either. All right, hold on, guys. Just bear with me, and we'll get rolling. We'll get rolling. In the meantime, let me drop this back down. Okay, so you guys are saying you can only hear me, and I am not sure where this second audio is coming from. Let me find it, guys. I think I just found it. That's still not it. All right, bear with me. Bear with me. Let me just shut all of these other windows down. All right, guys. Basically, what I'm trying to do right now is I'm getting a little feedback. So I am going through here and shutting down all of these extra windows real quick. Let's see, what is that? Okay, I think I may have found it now. All right, guys. Getting off to kind of a shaky start. There we go. There we go. I had another YouTube screen opened up. All right, so hold on, just bear with me. Now, let me hop back in here and I need to get these stats back up on the boards. All right, just bear with me, guys. All right, you guys can continue to get active in the chat. Get active in the chat for me. Hey, this is a live show, guys. So we are live and in action. So if you guys can hear me okay, make sure you go ahead and drop a 1 in there for me again. I just want to make sure this audio is good. And I am setting up the these stats again for you. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, so we're gonna be taking a look at some of our peoples that are out here making some move on Lake Fork today. All right. Appreciate you, 2K. 2K hit me with the 1. Let me know everything sounds good. Looks good. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, yeah. We definitely got to get back in here with these stats, guys. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Technical difficulties, guys. All right. Add that on there. Bam. There we go. Back in action. Back in action, guys. All right, so now let's just take a look. Let's start from the top real quick and see where we're at. So we have Tyler Williams. He's making some moves out here, guys. He is currently sitting in first place. Let's take a look at what he has on the board so far. And just real quick, let's go ahead and just go up a little intro, guys. So we are going to be taking a look at these stats and following our favorite anglers. As you guys come into the chat, who are you out here rooting for? Who is the angler that you are rooting for that is currently in the top 10 for today? It looks like all of them may be hitting that Century Club belt mark. So, hey, pretty impressive, pretty impressive. So yeah, go ahead and make sure you drop your favorite angler down in the chat. We'll take a look at the stats for each one as we're going through the day. And the other thing, if you guys know the specific bait that these anglers are using, drop that in the chat also. What I will do is I will pull those baits up. We'll take a look at it and see, maybe you may want to pick 1 or 2 up. And if there's some alternatives that you guys use, then hey, we'll go ahead and take a look at that too. The other thing, we always have some polls in the chat. So what I will do is go ahead and get started with a poll. All right, just bear with me, guys. Let's get that running. So the first poll that we will do is, what do you guys think a good poll will be for the first one? Drop some suggestions down in the chat while I get this set up, and then we'll get that first poll rolling. This is a very interactive show. Appreciate everybody for tuning in today. All right, let's see. Let's see. So what I'm doing is getting our first poll set up, guys. Just bear with me. Let's see where we at. All right, here we go. So the first poll for today, what should that topic be, guys? How about let's just take a look at these stats real quick and maybe we can come up with something based on these stats and then we will get rolling. All right, so let's see. Ben Milliken is on the boards with he is currently in 7th place, guys. He is sitting on a 4.3, a 3.5, a 2.0, a 3.15, and a 6.9 ouncer. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. He has one of those big dogs in the boat already. All right, so let's, for the first poll, let's just go ahead and put in here, will Miliken catch a 10-pounder today? A 10-pound plus. I mean, I think he's going to be out there swinging for the fences, guys. Let's see. Will catch a 10-pound plus. So this will be our first poll. And of course, as you guys know, if you have been here before, we do polls throughout the chat, throughout the live stream, and those will be located in the chat. We also, it's very interactive. So I will be in and out of the chat, seeing what you guys are talking about in there. So we'll have some fun with it, guys. We're here to have some fun and enjoy this thing we call fishing, because I think we're all into it just a little bit. All right, let's see. So we'll keep this simple and we will go with a yes and a no. All right, so the first question is, will Ben Milliken catch a 10-pound plus today? All right, guys, let's see what you think. All right, that poll is live and in action, guys. And if you could, make sure you participate in the poll. The live streams build off of the participation of everybody that is checking in and getting active in the chat and the polls, guys. So really, really appreciate it. And let's see, there was one other thing. I have to definitely give a big shout out to the Facebook crew. Let me check on them real quick. Let's see, is Facebook crew, are you guys over here rolling? Let me see. All right, let's see, guys. Let me get the Facebook guys over here rolling. Don't see any of you guys in the chat yet. All right, let's see. Facebook guys. All right, like I said, guys, it's a live show. Just bear with me. Boom, there we go. Big shout out to the Facebook crew. All right, guys, so now took us a minute or two, but hey, we're in here. We're ready to roll. Guys. All right, let's hop into the chat real quick and see what you guys have to say. Yeah, we got a little shaky start, but we're in here. We're rolling. All right, let me see. Let's see. Who do we have in the chat today? I gave a shout out to mattresses underwater. Does anybody know what a mattress underwater is? What is that? Drop it in the chat if you know what he's talking about. All right, shout out to Samuel. He says, come on, let's go. All right, you guys will let me know that you can hear me loud and clear. Peacock says, oh, yeah, the 100-pound club. That is correct. So we have quite a few guys that are in there already. All right, Samuel says, how many of the 10 have gone over 100 pounds? You're coming through. All right, so let's take a look at that real quick. Let's take a quick look, guys. All right, so right now we are looking at the top 10. And right now, if you take a look, we have 1, 2, 3, go all the way down here to number 9, who is Tyler Revette. I believe that is how you pronounce his name. He is sitting at 103 pounds. So we have 9 guys that are in the century. I guess they will be receiving a Century Club belt. I guess that's what it's called, guys. All right, so let's see. First place is currently sitting on, let's see how many pounds he's sitting at. Looks like he's at, 117 pounds and 1 ounce. Pretty impressive. And that is Justin. No, wait a second. Wrong guy. Hold on. Somebody just moved. When these guys are catching, guys, these stats are updating very quick. So 124 pounds, 9 ounces by Tyler Williams. He is definitely doing his thing. He has 29 pounds, 14 ounces on the board. Oh, man. And he is looking to call a 5-1. He has a 555 and a 666 on here. A 5-1, a 512, a 511. That's that 555. Then he has that 666, a 612, and a 610 ouncer. How about that? Gotta love that. All right, guys, let's see. Lord, what else can we take a look at real quick before we kind of smooth things out? Like I said, just kind of got into a shaky start with all the technical difficulties, but now we are rolling, guys. All right, so shout out to Mako Mills. He says M4 Fishing is here. Let's go. All right, got Mako Mills. I thought you were going to be out on the lake today. All right, he says Legendary Lake Fork. Oh, yeah, that is correct. All right, let's see what else you guys are talking about. Peacock says Randy will discredit everyone's catches within minutes of the weigh-in. For a guy that says he's no longer watches Bassmaster, he sure is quick to post a video minutes after the weigh-in. Audio is on. All right, so we're rolling, guys. Yeah, I mean, but if you think about it, there's millions of people that are going to be thinking one way or the other. So it all depends on what how you view things and what opinions and thoughts like that you value. All right, let's see. So Ultimate Ninja says, let me see. We have Ultimate Ninja. Doesn't look like he's a Miliken fan. What is going on? All right, so Ultimate Ninja, who are you rooting for? Who's your partner? Who is your guy that's out there on the lake? Drop that in the chat. Like I said, we're here to root for whoever your favorite anglers are, guys. So right now, you know that my top 2 that I was rooting for was Kyle Welcher and Ben Milliken. Kyle Welcher finished off in 14th. Let's just take a look at that real quick. So, he still had a respectable finish in there at 84 pounds, 7 ounces. Finished up in 14th. But yeah, so Miliken was able to hang in there. So yeah, Ultimate Ninja, drop in the chat. Who is the guy that you are rooting for? All right, Mako Mill says, Young Tyler seems to be running away with this thing. Oh yeah, he's making some moves. Definitely been making some moves all day. Let's see where he's currently at. So Tyler Williams. All right, let me see where that 2 Tylers. Hold on just a second. Yeah, two Tylers are in here, but Tyler Williams, I don't know. Let's just take a look. So Tyler Williams and Trey McKenna. Hold on, wait a second. Some things have changed. The tides have turned. But let's see who actually has the best chances of upgrading. Because once you start hitting those 6-pounders and you have those 5s, 6s, and 7s, it may be a little tougher for you to upgrade. So let's see. So Tyler Williams, he has a 5-1 that he is looking to upgrade, and he is currently sitting in first place. All right, so now let's take a look at second. Let's see what he can upgrade to see if he can take over that first place spot. So he is looking, yeah, so he definitely has some room to move. So who is this? Justin Atkins. He has a 3-pounder, a 4-pound 11-ounce, and a 4-pound 14-ouncer. So hey, he can move up quite a bit because he has 3 of these fish that he can cull out. Basically, whenever you look at the weight that Tyler has pulled in so far, he's sitting on those 555s like we were talking about earlier. All right, so now let's take a look at Trey McKenna. He has been the long-time leader. He's out here making things happen. Oh my God. And look at this. Look what he has on the boards, guys. Trey McKenna has a lot of room to grow. A lot of room to grow. So he's sitting on a 611, a 110, a 211, and a 210. So he definitely wants to call out all 3 of these. But look at this right here. He is sitting on a 7-pound 4-ouncer. Oh my God, that is a nice one right there. But he's sitting on 20 pounds, 4 ounces for the day. All right, let's just take a look at this real quick. So these top weights, 20 pounds, 4 ounces. But Tyler Williams, he's sitting on 29.14. It's going to be kind of hard for him to top that, guys. Then we have a 27.12. So all of these 20s down here, 19s and below, these guys have some room to grow. Now let's take a look at Mr. Ben Milliken. And Miliken wasn't getting too much camera time, guys. And when they put him on there, I mean, he had some wordy dirds that was coming out. And I think they kind of took the camera off of him kind of quick because of that. And I was like, man, I mean, they were finally giving him some good coverage, but hey, maybe it'll be back on him in not too long. But let me just actually hop over here so I can look at my live feed also. All right. So how many of you guys are watching on a split screen and watching the live coverage on the lake? And looks like they're going over some catches by Stetson Blaylock a little earlier. All right. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right. Just trying to get caught up on some footage here. Get back over to my live so I can actually watch this, the coverage and see where they're at with everything too, guys. All right, there we go. There we go. All right, let's hop back into the chat. So you guys are kind of seeing what we're getting into this afternoon. I was about to say evening, guys. Every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern is when I do my weekly live streams. We have different guests that will be coming in. We've had Ben Milliken come in. Actually, I'll pull up a clip or two from our discussion, our talk that Ben Milliken and I had just a few months ago. We've had Randy Blocken on here. We've had Bass Geek. Mikey Balls will be coming up, guys. So we'll be talking about a lot of interesting topics. So if you like that kind of thing, just hit the like button, definitely, and subscribe. But that does remind me of something. Let's check out the likes. Let's check the likes out. How are we looking, guys? Are you doing me right on the likes? Oh no, the likes are kind of ugly, guys. Do you like the content? It really does help if you click that like button. If you could, can I get maybe like 5 or 6 more likes, guys? It really would help the channel out. All right, so let's see. Let's hop back into the chat. So 2K was letting me know everything was looking good and sounding good. All right, so Peacock says live show plus live scope. We have the scopes going out here today. Oh yeah, everybody is on that live scope kick today, guys. All right, now let's take a look and see who else we have in here. All right, so Mako Mill says Stetson is doing pretty well. Oh yeah. So who are you guys voting for? Peacock says he's out here for Ben. So he's out here for Miliken. Shout out to Roy. All right, he has Big Ben. 2K says let us see top 10 so we can identify our favorites. All right, so let's go through them again real quick. So right now, the top 10s, we have Tyler Williams. Tyler Williams, there he goes right there. That's the guy out there fishing with flip-flops and socks on, guys. He's out there. They were like, hey, he fishing the snow and sleet with flip-flops and socks. All right, so he currently has a 5'1", a 6'12", 6'10", 5'12", and 5'11". So that is Tyler Williams. He is currently in the lead with 29 pounds, 14 ounces for the day. Then we have Justin Atkins. Justin Atkins has the Phoenix Boats Big Bass for the day. He is currently the leader with that, and that apparently is a 9.3. So he's sitting on that 9.3 pounder. All right, so that is Justin Atkins. Then we have Trey McKenna. Take a look at that smile right there. There he goes. Let's see who we have next. Trey McKenna. Then we have Stetson Blaylock. There is Stetson Blaylock. We also have Justin Hamner. All right, he's out there dropping the hammer on him with 715. He has a 715 ouncer already on the board, but it looks like he does not have his fifth fish yet. Yeah, so he still has definitely has room to grow, guys. And so he is currently sitting in 5th place. All right, let's see. Wesley Gore. How's Wesley Gore looking out there? 21 pounds, 7 ounces. That is Wesley Gore. So, yeah, drop in the chat. Who is your favorite angler? Who are you rooting for out of these top 10? And, of course, there's our partner, Ben Milliken, sitting in 7th place, making things happen with that 6'9". He has that 6'9" right there, 6'9" ouncer. All right, then we have Kyle Patrick. Kyle Patrick, he is currently sitting in 8th place with 15 pounds, 11 ounces, guys. So, yeah, they've definitely been doing their things. Let's see. So we're just waiting on Cooper Gallant to come up and enter that Century Club too. All right. So Kyler Patrick, there's Tyler Revette. All right. He definitely has some room to grow. He is only sitting on 10 pounds, 7 ounces right now with 3 fish. So he has 2 additional fish. And then he will definitely be looking to call this 211 and this 312 and one more. Who is this down here that we're waiting on to join that Century Club, guys? It is Cooper Gallant. He only has 1 fish to the boat, with a lot of room to grow. So we're still, they still have a decent amount of time, guys. So pretty sure that he will get at least 10 pounds out of 4 fish. So he should be, joining the rest of the guys with that Century Club. All right. So just taking a look. Who is that? Trey McKenna. Did Trey McKenna just make another move? Let's pop back up here and take a look. He sure did, guys. Trey McKenna just dropped a 5'7". And that is still holding him in 2nd place. He is looking to upgrade on that 2 pound 1 ounce and that 2 pound 2 ouncer, guys. But yeah, so that still held him in 2nd place. He's just right out of 2nd place by about 3 pounds 3 ounces. So yeah, so they are definitely moving, guys. There's a lot of action going on. And earlier, yes, I did ask who is watching the live and kind of watching this on a split screen, because that's pretty much what I'm doing, guys. I'm watching this on a split screen. All right, so the first poll that we dropped so far is, will Ben Milliken catch a 10-pound plus today? Will he catch that 10-pounder? Okay, we have 79% saying, I believe, I have faith, I believe he is going to come in with that 10-pounder. How about that? All right. And then 21% of you are saying, nah, that 10-pounder, that's not going to happen. But we'll see. I think Miliken is going to be out there throwing some of those big glide baits and things like that. Have you guys seen what he has currently been throwing out there? Just drop that in the chat. And as I see it come up, we'll pull up some of these baits like we did the other day, like the koi K. How many of you guys have heard of the koi K that they were using? A crazy looking bait. Kind of looks like an alienated octopus. I'll bring that up in just a second for you guys too. All right, Wonka TV says shouting out for Ben. All right, Brett says 9 out of 10 anglers dropped 100 pounds. Fork is a monster. Oh yeah, it's a monster. They have some monsters out there in the lakes. You got to watch your feet and your ankles if you dip your feet in the water. All right, Samuel Schultz says what's going to be the winning weight? All right, so yeah, drop in the chat. What do you guys think the winning weight will be for today? What do you think that winning weight will be for today? And I guess we'll take a look at the stats again in just a second and see who has the best opportunity to upgrade and get that biggest weight. And I'm looking right now, Justin Hamner has one on the line. He's reeling one in. Looks like it's kind of decent. Let's see where Hamner is currently at. Let's take a look. Where is Hamner currently sitting on? All right, Hamner is currently sitting in 5th place. He's looking, oh my God. He has this fish that he is reeling in right now. I think that total weight is going to count for this one because he still has one more fish that was open, and that was a 5 pound 1 ouncer that he got. So now he is sitting on a total of 20 pounds. All right, did that push him up any? Did it push him up any? Let's see. Nope. He still stayed in 5th place. Wow, guys, if you were catching 5 pounders, wait a minute. Did he move? Hold on. Maybe he did move, guys. Let me see. Last catch, 5 pound 7. Okay. Yeah. So this is kind of tight. The Mercury angler is moving. All right. There we go. All right. Let's hop back into the chat again. See what you guys are talking about in here. All right, so we have Kendall checking in. Kendall Z says, what's going on, Money Bass? What is going on? Glad to have you in the chat. All right, 2K says, anyone but Ben. So he is saying anyone but Ben. So prior to the everybody to the cuts, to the top 10 and the top 50 cuts, who was your guy, 2K? Who were you rooting for? All right, let's see. Peacock says Ben lost 2 big fish. Was that today? Because I know throughout the tournament we've seen him on camera losing some nice fish, but did he lose any today? All right, Mako Mill says we can tell who you're rooting for. Who am I rooting for? I told you guys, Kyle Welcher and Ben Milliken were my guys. Those are my guys. That's who I was rooting for. So Kyle Welcher just out of the cut at 14. He came in 14th place. But yeah, I mean, still a respectable finish. He is definitely out here doing his thing, guys. And like I said, I mean, they're YouTubers. Those are the YouTube guys. So that's when I started following both of these guys. So it's been years. And I've met Kyle Welcher on several occasions on the lake, at different tournaments. We fished against each other in BFL before. So yeah, great guy. So yeah, I definitely follow Kyle Welcher on the YouTubes. All right. So let's see what else we have, guys. All right, let's see. Kendall says, if anyone could catch a 10-pounder, it is definitely Ben. Yeah, I want to see him catch one on a glide bait, guys. I want to see that full footage of that glide bait catch. Mako Mill says, I like Tyler Williams. He's just fun to watch and doesn't take himself serious. All right, sounds good. Howard Robinson says, when you break off and then you catch the same fish, you deserve to win. Trey. Oh, yeah. So I think I heard that he broke off and caught a fish with the jerk bait still in his mouth. Was that correct? Is that what happened with that? I think that's what I heard with that one. All right, Samuel says, hit that like button. Oh, yeah, guys. Did you hit the like button? If you have already hit the like button, drop like in the chat. Type like in the chat if you have already hit the like button, guys. It really does help out the channel. I'd appreciate it if you could just set the hook on the like button for me, guys. Really appreciate it. All right, let's see. 2K says agreed. All right, what are you guys in here agreeing about? What are you agreeing about? All right, Mako Mill says still a lot of time to go. Yes, sir, that is correct. Terry says, what's going on, Money Bass? Appreciate you tuning back into the live stream. Terry says, watching split screen, Money Bass and Bassmaster. Perfect. Hey, I'm doing the same thing. I guess I'm watching the triple screen, watching me, and the Bassmaster. How about that? All right, shout out to Chappie. Big shout out to the Money Team. Chappie says 130. What's going on with the 130? I'm not catching everything you guys are saying in there, but big shout out to Chappie, new member of the Money Team. And if anybody is interested in becoming a member of the Money Team, those are the members of the channel. Whenever you hear me referring to that, just click that join button down below. I know a lot of people have received gifted memberships. And speaking of that, let me drop this banner in the chat. Each week, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker during the live stream is the sponsor of that live stream. Get a few shout outs, guys. All right, so right now, special thank you so much to the sponsor of the stream, Lil Opinion. So we had Lil Opinion stop in yesterday and became the sponsor of the live stream. So of course that carries over until we get a new sponsor for the day. So big shout out to Lil Opinion. All right, where were we at? Shout out to Chappie and the members of the Money Team. All right, we got Daniel checking in. Samuel Schultz says Kyle Welcher. Oh yeah, Kyle, good guy out there making some moves. He was doing his thing. He had some good weight on that last day, but wasn't able to hang in there. Mattresses underwater. What do you have? Says yes, he lost 2 bigs today, and that's when the swear words came out. Oh, exactly. When they finally tuned in on him, he was dropping some of those words, some of those wordy words, and they kind of took the camera off him. He had to apologize. We didn't have to, but he apologized and said, hey, maybe I should say booty. I got that big booty fish in that brush pile. All right, let's see. DL Peck says, what's up, everyone? Money on the water, but listening from the boat today on Lake Grapevine in Texas. Oh man, so you're out there in the land of the big fish. Hey, I was planning on doing the same thing too. I was going to go to the lake, watch fishing while I was fishing. Hey, it would have definitely a double good day with doing that. Daniel says there are lots of big bass at Fork, but the ones over 10 plus are just tough. Oh yeah. So how many people have caught a 10 plus since this tournament started? I know there's been at least 2. But yeah, how many have we had caught so far? All right, I'm going to change this poll question up in just a second. So will Ben Milliken catch a 10-pound plus today? 80% said, I believe. Oh, yeah. 80% are saying that, yes, he will catch that 10-pounder. All right, so I'm going to end this poll in just a second. If you guys have any suggestions on what you want the next poll question to be, make sure you drop that suggestion in the chat. If it's a good one, you know, it might make the cut, and I'll bring it on up here and see what the guys think. And the polls that we do are just to gauge the room, guys. These live streams are very interactive. You know, I'm obviously, as you can see, I'm you know, interacting with the chat. So I want you guys to definitely get active in the chat. It makes for a, you know, a better live stream. It kind of builds off of the chat and off of the polls and everything like that, guys. All right, so Jim, shout out to Jim and the Money Team. He says, hey, Money, Ben's in good shape to move up. I think Trey McKenna has a good chance to upgrade and win this thing. Oh yeah, definitely. So let's just take a look real quick, guys, because Trey McKenna, I think, let's see, where is he at? So he's currently sitting in second place, and he is what is that, 3 pounds 3 ounces behind first place. There we go. Actually, that this shows us right here, 3 pounds 3 ounces. I'm sitting here doing the calculations myself. But if we take a look at what he has, he definitely has room to upgrade these two fish right here. So he has a 2-1 and a 2 pound 10 ouncer. So let's just say if he upgrades both of those to, what do you guys want to give him? Let's say he upgrades those to 6s. So he gets 4 more pounds on both of those fish. That'll push him up to 28 pounds. And that will push him up to, what did I say? That would be, no, hold on. 6s. So yeah, that would be 8 pounds. 8 pounds would knock him up to 30 pounds total. And with additional 8 pounds, he'll be sitting on 129 pounds. Man, does that sound like a weight that you normally hear in fishing tournaments, guys? All right, so yeah, so there we go. So Trey McKenna, he definitely has room to upgrade. All right, so we have, yep, said he hit that like button. Daniel hit the like button. Peacock. All right, so Jim, they say, oh yeah, we're having some fun. Jeffrey hit the like button. Terry. All right, so Chappie says the winning weight. So what do you guys think the winning weight will be? And yeah, if you hit that like button, definitely drop a like in the chat. Just want to see, you know, who's kind of liking and enjoying this content, guys. We just get together, have a little bit of fun, talk about some fishing. And today, the other thing that we're going to do, like we did, what was that? Friday, we pulled up a few of the baits that these anglers are using. So we'll definitely do that again. And I see Miliken. Hold on, guys. Let's see, what is Miliken doing? What is Miliken doing over here, guys? Let me take a listen. Can you hear the drag? Oh my God. Are you guys watching the split screen? You have to be watching the split screen, guys. Oh yeah. We have Miliken. Miliken is on the line. He's laying on the deck. He's reaching over the deck. Uh-oh. What is Miliken looking to upgrade? Let's take a look, guys. He has a 4.3, a 3.5, a 2.0. So he's upgrading a 2.0 6-pound test. Let's see. What is he doing, guys? What is he doing? Is that a jerk bait? And that actually looks like it must be a prototype because he held it in his fist kind of tight. He was like, nah, you don't need to see that. But it kind of looked like a bait with a paddle tail on it. All right, guys. Shout out to Miliken. Miliken upgraded that 2.0 with a 6-pound 6 ouncer. Oh my God. So we can add another 4 pounds 6 ounces to that weight. He was currently sitting at 107. So now he'll be around 113 and some change. But guess what? Let's see. Does that push him up in the ranks? 113. Let's take a look. 111. I'm waiting, guys. We're waiting for that track, that bass track to update. But yeah, so Milliken just came in with a 6.6. Just had a nice upgrade. All right, hold on one second. Let me see something. What do I need to do right here? Oh my goodness, stop the show. We have a sponsor of the live stream. like I said, guys, each live stream, whoever gives the largest super chat, super sticker during the live stream, and apparently whoever gives the most gifted memberships is the sponsor of the live stream. So we have Lil Opinion back once again, says, hope everyone is having a blessed day. But I don't have to do too much work with this one because Lil Opinion was already the sponsor from yesterday's live stream. So once again, big shout out to Lil Opinion. Really, really appreciate that, guys. Really, really appreciate the strong support of the channel. All right, let's see. So Chappie says winning weight. Okay, there we go. Winning weight is 130 is what I meant. So let's see. So 130. Let's see. We're sitting at 124 currently. Yeah, so I think that's what we just calculated with Trey McKenna. If Trey McKenna upgrades these, let me see, this 2-1, this 210, he can upgrade those with 6s. So that would be an additional, what was that? What did we calculate that to be? 3 pounds. So if he could upgrade 3 pounds each on these 2 fish, then that would put him right at 130. All right. So Chappie is, kind of doing some calculations over there. Doing some calculations. All right. Jim F says, I got to jump out at 1 to cut and burn some wood. Hey, sounds like you're having fun over there, putting in a little work. All right, let's see. Samuel says 1014 on Okeechobee. So is that your PB? Is that what you guys are talking about in the chat? Make sure you guys get active in the chat. Network with the guys that are in there. You never know who is in your neck of the woods, fishing the same lakes, fishing the same tournaments. Some of the guys in here actually meet their next fishing buddy just by networking in the chat. All right, let's see. Patricia, what is going on? Shout out to Patricia. Back once again. Says, good day. Good day to be throwing my jig in my trees in Flat Creek. All right, Patricia still's talking about those jigs and the trees that they put out back in 1985 down in Flat Creek. I might have to go and do some scanning and find them again. But yeah, I think I know where your brush piles are at, Patricia. Have to go over there and check them out for you. All right, so let's see. Christopher says, howdy, y'all. What is going on? Christopher must be down my way, hitting us with that y'all. That's specific slang down here down south. That's how we talk down here down south. All right, once again, big shout out to Lil Opinion. Hope everyone is having a blessed day, a blessed Sunday. Is the current sponsor of the live stream. And if you take a look, the banner scrolling at the bottom says special thank you so much to the sponsor of the show, Lil Opinion. All right, let's see. Daniel says, great show, Money Bass. Got to get back to the real money. All right, so Daniel's getting out there chopping some wood and burning up some stuff. All right, Brett says, Ben's on live with the big one hooked up. That was true. He was definitely on the live with that 6-6. All right, Little Opinion hit me with the like. How are the likes looking? Let me take a look at the likes, guys, and see, are you treating me right? Are you treating me right on the likes? Do you like me? Do you like me? If you don't like me, put I don't like Money Bass in the chat. There's some people that's like, hey man, you're doing too much. You're doing too much over there. I don't like it. I don't like it when you hit the hand claps and I don't even know what that one is called, but they're like, I don't like it, Money Bass. I don't like you. All right, so we have 34 likes, guys. Looks like we're a little short. Can I get? Let's see. Can I get 6 more likes? Can you get me up to 40 likes? Let's see if we can get me up to 40 likes. All right. Oh, yeah, there we go. So we're moving. And if you hit the like button, type like in the chat for me. Really, really appreciate you. Really appreciate you. All right. So now let's change this poll up and then we're going to hop back into these stats again, guys. All right. Just taking a look. Looks like somebody else is hooked up. Let me pull that up and take a look and see who that might be. Who is currently hooked up? Oh, my God. This is the whoa. This looks like a. Can you guys hear this audio? Put yes if you can hear this audio with them talking about this bass. Wow. Okay, so you guys can't hear the the audio because I don't have it shared yet. Wow, that definitely looks like a 10. Let's just take a look and see if they've updated it on the leaderboard yet. So that was Tyler Revette. Let's just take a look. Let's take a look. Yeah, so you guys couldn't hear. You couldn't hear what I was hearing. Looks like somebody else made a move. Milliken moved up to 6th place with that 6-pound, 6-ouncer. Tyler Revette, let's see. He is definitely about to make a move because he has and they have not added it Wow. He is about to almost double his weight off of this one fish, and it has not been put on this board yet. It has not been put on the boards, guys. All right, so we'll leave him up right now until that updates. Wow. All right, so yeah, we definitely want to see what that updates to. All right, let's take a look. Let me hop back into the chat. Let's hop back into the chat. All right, so Yup says, get him, Ben. Oh, yeah, that's 6'6", that 6 pound, 6 ouncer. He's making some moves. All right, Little Opinion says, oh, still won't lip a bass with a jerk bait in it. Its mouth don't ask why. Don't ask why. Oh, my goodness, that sounds kind of ugly right there. All right, then we have Jim. We have some people out in here shouting out their anglers. All right, yeah, drop your favorite angler in the chat, guys. Who are you guys rooting for? All right, who is this? We have Flurf. We have Flurfs are mentally handicapped. What is a Flurf? What is going on, guys, with these terms you guys are coming up with? All right. All right, let's see who else we have. We have Samuel checking in from Orlando. Jim is from Live Oak, Florida. Oh, yeah, like I said, definitely get in here, mix it up. You want to network with the guys in the chat because you never know who is from your same neck of the woods. Then we have, let's see, Yup says, wish we had the lake levels in Southwest Texas as East and North Texas. Okay, all right, so I guess everything isn't, you know, swimming with those big fish out there in every lake in Texas. Maybe it's just some, but yeah, Texas, you always hear about something big going on in Texas. All right, Ron says, hello, Money Bass from Alabama. Oh, yeah, I'll be in Alabama. I'll be over there at, see, what's that lake or little Lake Eufaula? I'll be at Lake Eufaula, making some things happen in Alabama. Chappie says, that's a big one for Revette. Definitely is. We're waiting to see, Revette, for Revette. All right, let's see. Justin says, nope. So you got, yeah, I forgot. I didn't have that screen shared, so you guys could not hear the action that was going on. All right, let me see. Ash from Michigan, what is going on? Shout out to you. Really appreciate you for tuning in. Chappie says, rooting for Ben. Going to take a lot for him to win, though. Yeah, definitely. It's going to be tough. But, to me, I consider it a win, guys. Any of these guys that definitely make that top 10, they have another top 10 finish under their belt. And the other big win is these guys are getting a century belt. How about that? They're in the century club. They will get that century belt, guys. All right, so Ron says, I'm pulling for Justin Hammer. All right, I keep saying Hammer because he's out here dropping hammers, but Justin Hamner. Let's take a look and see where he's at. So Tyler's weight has not updated yet, so we're waiting for that fish. We're waiting for that to be put in here. So I don't know why they're teasing us like this. It's making us wait. All right, so let's see what Justin Hamner is looking like. How is Justin Hamner looking? All right, so he is currently sitting in 4th place. All right, he has a little room to upgrade, but he is sitting on a 715, a 510, a 3.6, a 3.0, and a 5.1 ouncer. So he is definitely looking to upgrade that 3.0 and that 3.6 ouncer right there. But he's sitting pretty with a 7 pound, 15 ouncer. Oh, yeah, he's doing his thing. He's making some stuff happen. Shout out to Justin Hamner. All right, then we have Coltrane checking back in. We have Coltrane. Hit me with the like button. Really appreciate Coltrane checking in, getting straight to the like button. Really appreciate that. If you haven't hit the like button, guys, could you just set the hook on the like button for me? It really does help the channel out. All right, let's hop back in here. Let me just check my likes one more time. Did we make it? Did we make it? All right. Let's give ourselves some hand claps. Give ourselves some hand claps. Let's see. Can I get, all I need is about 4 more. Can I get 4 more likes, guys? 4 more likes and we'll be sitting pretty. All right, let's see. What does Chappie say? Almost better than the win, though. Is Ben's got Angler of the Year lead currently and probably, wow. Okay. All right. Rookie of the Year. So, it's, I guess depending on how long you've been following him, because I was going to ask earlier, is he considered a rookie for this season? But obviously he is, because this is his first season on the elites. So that is correct. So he could get Angler of the Year and Rookie of the Year. Isn't that something? All right, let's see. What is this? Lickety Split checking in from Wisconsin. Hit the like button for me. All right, really appreciate that. All right, let's see. Jeffrey Huff says, let's see, 10, 12 ounces for Revette. Whoa, did it update? We knew it was a 10. Did it update? Where did he go? Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Let's check and see what he did. What did he do, guys? He made a move on us. He made a nice move on us. So Tyler Revette came in with a 10-12, doubled his weight, and pushed him all the way to 5th place. Wow. So he was sitting in, wait a minute. Hold on just a second. Let me check something real quick. Okay, we're still waiting on Cooper Gallant. We're waiting on him. We're waiting on him. But let's hop back up here to Tyler Revette. He came in with the 211. He has a 4-0. And oh my God, guys. Oh my God. He still has another fish that he still has one slot that is sitting on a 0. So he definitely has a lot of room to improve, because the full weight of this fish will go to his total weight, and this 2-pound 11 ouncer, I think he's going to get rid of it. We're still early. He's still out here making some things happen. He was taking it slow and easy, and got that 10-pounder. What did he catch it on? Did you guys catch what he caught? Oh, it was a jerk bait. I think it was a jerk bait, right? All right, so what jerk baits do you think these guys are using? Let's take a look at some baits in just a second, guys. What baits do you think these guys are using? All right, yep, going up there with the eyeballs, taking it out like a 10-pound 12 ouncer. Wow, just short of 11. That is a nice one. Is that the current big bass of the tournament? What do you guys think? Is that the big bass of the tournament? Let's see. Maybe I can check up here and see. Phoenix big bass. So we have that 10-pound 12 ouncer, but that is for today, I believe. So I don't know what the big bass of the tournament currently is. But yeah, that is definitely a nice one on any day. 10 pounds, 12 ounces. All right, let's see. Patricia says Benny Bass is going to the classic leading angler of the year. Oh, okay. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Angler of the year. All right. So let's see what else we have in the chat, guys. What else are you guys talking about in here? All right. Let's go ahead and drop this poll. This next poll. Will Ben Milliken catch a 10-pound plus today? The numbers kind of dropped. We have 67% are saying yes. I believe.
Yes, sir.
I believe that he will come in with that 10-pound plus today. All right, so now let's change this poll up. Let's change this poll. What do you guys want to poll the group? What is the next poll question that we should have in here? All right, we did have you guys kind of guessing the winning weights a little bit earlier. We had someone came in and said they think it's going to be 130 pounds. All right, 130 pounder right there. All right, so let's see what else we have, guys. All right, everybody sitting still for just a minute. All right, so let's start pulling up some baits. What baits have you guys heard that these anglers are using? And there's one, that koi K. You know, I'm still thinking about that crazy looking koi K bait. Let's take a look at that one first. All right, just bear with me, guys. This is a live show. I'm going to share my screen again and pull some of these baits up. And that was, I don't remember how to pronounce the first name of it, but let me head over here. And find it again. Then I will share my screen and we will take a look at it. There we go. A koi K. Who would use this crazy bait? All right, bear with me, guys. Let me drop this down. Let's take a look at the stats real quick before I drop them down, and let's take a look at a few baits. Let's just see if anybody else has made any moves recently. All right, so we're still waiting on Cooper Gallant to join that Century Club so he can get his belt. Our partner, Ben Milliken. Ben Milliken said, give me that belt. I already have one. He came in with that 6-pound 9 ouncer at 10:45. About what is that? About 45 minutes later, had that 6.6 ouncer. Went ahead and put him in the 7th place spot. All right. All right. So yeah, nobody's really making any moves. So let's slide over here and take a look at some baits. How about that, guys? Let's take a look at some baits. So what? All right. So Jim says the Mega Bass Vision 110. So let's take a look at a Mega Bass Vision 110 in just a second. But for right now, let me let's take a look at this other bait. Shout out to Corey Harmon. He's over here on the Facebook side of things. Shout out to the Facebook crew. I see you, Corey. I see you over there checking things out. I see you. All right, so now let me just share the screen and let's take a look at this crazy bait once again, guys. This is very, very interesting. And we actually pulled these up and took a look at them on eBay. Believe it or not, these things are selling for like $100+. Can you guys see that? Can you guys see that? Look at this bait. Now, this is what we saw on Taku's boat. And he kind of had it here to the side a little bit. But when he wasn't looking, that cameraman was being a little sneaky. He was like, let me slide over here and take a close-up look at some of these baits. And this is what we saw. Look at that. You guys see that? Hold on. Hold on, let me just show you again real quick. Look at that. Do you see what's in his hand? What kind of contraption is that? That is what I was calling an alienated octopus, guys. I made that up myself, but I mean, what would you call this thing? What is that supposed to imitate? You know, normally like, oh yeah, I'm throwing this big old blob of plastic out here and it imitates a bluegill. You see it I put a little speck of blue on there. Or hey, I have this bait right here. It looks like a crawfish, but I'm swimming it so it looks more like a pike. I'm imitating a pike with this bait right here. So people are imitating the baits depending on what they're, how they're working the action on it. But what is this? What is it? What is this crazy looking thing? And who would use it? All right, let's see. What else are you guys saying in here in the chat? All right, so yeah, you said the mega bass. All right, so Samuel says 135. 135 is going to get the win for today. All right, okay, all right. What else? What else do you guys think? Who else is willing to put in a guess for the weight that they think is going to win? All right, let's see. So Greg says swim bait or jerk bait. All right, and Terry says looks like a Raid 2-way on steroids. What is a Raid 2-way? All right, so look at that right there, guys. There it goes. Look at that crazy bait. Let's go back. Look at that crazy bait right there. So they are actually using that, and they're throwing it on a shaky head. And as you saw, this other angler, he was throwing it on, he was just throwing it weightless and letting it just kind of wake across the water. All right, so Ash says a spider. It's an alienated spider. That spider right there is from Mars, isn't it? What kind of spider is that? All right, Samuel says, I'll call that bait the chupacabra. Hey, I mean, that is a crazy sounding name for a crazy sounding bait. But they call it the koike. There's the name right there, the koike. Yeah, kind of an interesting looking creature right there. All right, let's see. Ash says it's a spider. It's a spider right there. That's an alienated spider. All right, Lil Opinion says I got the new hot honey, but I got the sauce on the side. They let me try. It's honey and habanero. What are you talking about in here, Lil Opinion? What are you over there eating? All right, Lucky says my favorite chatterbait of lipless. Okay, all right. So a chatterbait. So have you heard of anybody catching anything on a chatterbait for this tournament? I haven't heard him mention the chatterbait. All right, Lil Opinion says, I'm trying to multitask, send text, and chat. Hey, that's what you have to do. I'm over here yapping on this microphone, checking out the live coverage, pulling up baits, checking out stats, trying to stretch my back out a little bit. So, hey, yeah, doing a lot of bit of multitasking going on over here. All right, so let's see. So that is the koike. That was one of the baits that they were mentioning. So now let's take a look at, let me drop this down real quick. And let's take a look at some jerk baits real quick, guys. What do you guys think about these jerk baits? Let's see. So you said the Vision 110. Let's see who said that. Where is it at? One of you get there we go. Jim says the Megabass Vision 110 jerk baits. And I heard that they were throwing was it 110 plus 1 or 110 plus 2? I think I have a 110 plus 2. And notice I said A. I have a 110, just one. Because the price of these things is, to me, it's kind of, yeah, it's kind of up there. But let me share my screen real quick, guys. Hold on 1 second so I can pull this back up here for you. All right, so there we go. So when we're talking about these Megabass Vision 110, this is the 110 plus 2, but he said the 110 plus, well, let's just take a look at a 110 plus 1, because I think that's the one that they were showing on this lake out here, Lake Lanier, Clear Lake, the one that we generally get. Let's see, not that one. There we go. With that little hint of blue to it. That is the one that works good out here on this lake. I don't know specifically. Oh my goodness. Wait a second, guys. Wait a second. Looks like Miliken is hooked up again. Yep, he sure is, guys. Oh, and it's a good one. It is a good one. Smallest fish is 3.5. Uh-oh. 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 Milliken is about to upgrade, guys. And he caught this one on a nice little looks like the hover juggle. I think that's what he calls it. We'll take a look at that in just a second too. Oh yeah, it's a nice one. This is a definite upgrade, guys. Let's pull these stats back up real quick. All right, just bear with me, guys. Ah, all right, hit him with a 5-8. All right, so he came up with a what is that? A 2 pound 3 ounce gain on that one right there, guys. All right, so he said they're not reacting good to jerk bait, so he flipped a little minnow in there, and bam. All right, so he came up with an upgrade. So there we go, guys. So we were talking about he wanted to upgrade that 3.5. So he just upgraded that 3.5 with a what did we just say that weight was again? Was it a 5.8? A 5.8. So that'll push him up to a little over what is that? It'll be like 26 something pounds. No, actually, that'll push him up to 27 something pounds right there, guys. So they're moving, guys. They're making some things happen. So let's wait and see what he upgrades to off of this one. All right, let's hop back into the chat while we wait for that upgrade, guys. So we're just waiting for that upgrade. If anybody catches it before me, there we go. All right, there it goes. It just updated. All right, here we go. Let's take a look back at it once again. So he is currently in the 6th place spot. He has a 4.3, a 3.15. Oh my God, he has double sixes. He has that 5 right there. So he has a 6.9, a 6.6, and a 5.8 ouncer, guys. His big fish sitting on that 6.9 ouncer. So now we're looking to get rid of a 3 pound 15 ouncer and a 4.3. So he needs 2 more coals, guys. Looking for 2 more coals. So his total, where is he sitting at on the boards in 6th place? Let's drop that down. Total weight of what is that? 113 pounds and 1 ounce. He is currently, how far back is he, guys? Let me pull this up on this other screen real quick. Just bear with me, guys. Doing multiple things on top of multiple things, trying to make everything, a little bit of everything happen over here. Actually, didn't need that one right there. Let's take a look over here. All right, so Miliken is sitting 10 pounds, 13 ounces back from the leader of the pack. 10 pounds, 13 ounces. Where would he be able to fit that in here? This is the best bet right here. So this 3 pound, he needs 10 pounds. So yeah, he definitely needs that 10 pounder because that can knock him up 7 pounds right there. And yeah, it's going to be tough. Going to be tough, guys. But yeah, I mean, he's still sitting pretty. He is in 6th place. So I think he's definitely looking at those Angler of the Year points. So moving up a little bit will give him another little nudge as far as points go. Always a good thing. Always a good thing. All right, so let's head back up here. But yeah, glad I caught that one. Another nice catch. All right, so we were looking at some of these baits. Let's see what else you guys were talking about in here, and we'll hop back into that in just a second. So we're talking about some lipless crankbaits. All right. Chappie said, yeah, Ben is hooked up again. Oh, yeah, he was doing his thing. All right. So Lucky. All right. Said some MFers are in here. All right. So shout out to Ben and his followers out here in the chat. All right. And once again, shout out your favorite angler in the chat. Who are you rooting for? Did they make the top 10? Even if they didn't make the top 10, they still should be your favorite angler, guys. Who is your favorite angler? Drop their name in the chat. All right, Brett says a 5.8. So yeah, he just upgraded with 5.8. Lucky says has been used any swim baits at all today. So he did catch this last fish with it looked like it appeared to be a hover juggle. I think that's what he calls those. We'll pull those up in just a minute and take a look at them. All right. So as says the 110+1 junior is the deal. Oh yeah, I remember when those came out and they were pretty popular. All right, so Patricia says, you ever fish Snug Harbor, Chinatown on Lanier? No, I have not. I have not heard of that one. Okay, so you're giving me some inside info. I have not heard of that. I might have to check it out. All right, Stephen is giving a big shout out to his partner being out there on the lake. All right, let me drop this down and take a look at something. Hold on 1 second, guys. Just bear. All right, guys, let's head back over here real quick. And we're going to start looking at some more baits again. But before we do that, let's just double check, make sure we're not missing anything. So Tyler Williams still sitting in that first place spot. His last catch was about, what is that? About an hour ago, looks like. All right, Trey McKenna sitting in the second place spot. So not too much movement going on right now, because once these guys start getting up to these 29 pounds, 24 pounds, 27 pounds, 25 pounds, it kind of gets hard for them to move around. But let's just take a look. If anybody has anything under a 5, then hey, you know, it may be easier for them to kind of upgrade. So you see he's sitting on a 555 and a 666. So it's going to be kind of hard to upgrade with that right there. Let's see. Trey McKenna has, oh man, he definitely has some room to upgrade. He's still sitting on that 2-1 and a 210. So, you know, I'm pretty sure that Trey McKenna is going to catch up pretty easily. He's sitting 3 pounds, 3 ounces behind. So behind first place, I think that'll be pretty easy once he replaces those 2s with some 6s, which I'm pretty sure at least one of those will probably be a 6. Justin Atkins, does he? Yeah, he has a little room to upgrade too. So he has a 3 right here and 2 4s. He's sitting on those double 4s that he needs to get rid of. All right, let's see who else. Justin Hamner. All right, Justin has 2 3s. So yeah, there's definitely some room to grow. So things are still going to be moving around a little bit. And then we have Tyler Revette sitting on that 10 pound, 12 ouncer, the big fish of the day. And he has a completely open slot. So whatever the weight is of this fish that he catches, he will get the benefit of the full weight of that fish. So let's just say it's a 6 pounder. That'll put him up to 27 pounds, 3 ounces for the day. And let's see. Let's just add 6 pounds to his weight. So that'll put him at 120, which will knock him into the 3rd place spot. So Tyler Revette, he definitely has some room to move. All right. And then Miliken. Let's see what Miliken. How's Miliken looking? Miliken, he's definitely looking to upgrade this 315, and he needs to get rid of that 4 right there. So, what place do you guys think Miliken will finish in? Let's go ahead and change this poll question. And let's see. So we have that first place spot is going to be kind of tough. In the chat, does anybody think Ben Milliken is going to take the lead and finish first? If you think Miliken is going to finish first for today, put a 1 in the chat. And depending on how many 1s I get, because I think I only have 4 options that I can put in this next poll. So if some guys think he's going to get that number 1 spot, then I'll add the 1 in there. But if not, I'm going to put second, third, fourth, or 5th. And right now he is currently sitting in, what place did I say? He is currently in 6th. So I definitely think he's going to move up. So what place do you guys think Miliken will finish in? All right, so let's see. So we have, let's just go with 2nd. So anybody that thinks he'll finish in 1st, go ahead and put 1 in the chat. But in the poll, we're going to do 2nd, 3rd, 4th, or 5th. All right, that poll is live and in action, guys. Taking a look at the weights, how much room people have to upgrade. What place do you think Miliken will finish in? He is currently in 6th place. He is currently in 6th place. So he has room to upgrade, guys, along with those other guys that we just took a look at. So it's still going to be a tough race out here, guys. They're still into it, still getting into it. All right, so let's see. Where were we at in the chat? All right, let's see. So Lucky says, got a question. What kind of water is the color? What is chain juice good to use in? What is that? What is going on with these crazy words y'all have going in here? All right, does anybody know the answer to this question? Because I do not. All right, Country Living Fishing says, hello, y'all. How are y'all doing today? What is going on, Country Living Fishing? You must be down south. You must be down here hanging out in my neck of the woods. You know, we slang that y'all around every now and then. That's how we talk down here. All right. What is going on to Country Living? The best kind of living there is. Gotta love it. All right. We have Stephen Smith Outdoors checking in. Says top 3, but hopefully 1. All right. So top 3. All right. So I'm thinking that you're saying on that poll, I'm guessing that you put 2nd place. How about that? All right. Chappie says 10 pounds is going to be hard to overcome with what he has now. That is true. That is true. All right. Then we have Coltrane checking back in. Says Caleb, Let me see, is my dude. I'm always rooting for. I fished against him and his in Angler's Choice, Southeast Wisconsin, and he's a good guy. And Hammer. I still fish. Let me see. Still fish AC since he's not in my. Since he's not. Okay, gotcha. All right, so we have Caleb out here rooting for Caleb. Good deal. All right, so Clint Perry said Randy's Army in the house. All right, shout out to the Randy Blocketeers. I don't know what they're called, but hey, we have a little bit of everybody checking into the chat, guys. And I actually did a interview not too long ago with Randy Blockett. So if you're a Randy Blockett if you're a Randy Blockett fan, just search Money Bass Randy Blockett, and you'll see the interview that we had up. Some very, very, very interesting conversations and comments were made. You guys definitely want to see that. All right. And actually what I'll do in just a second too, because we'll be on here for, we got a little bit more time on here. So I'll pull up a clip from the Ben Milliken interview that I had just a few months ago too, guys. All right. Hold on one second. So I think we finished taking a look at the stats. Nobody has moved since we did that. Let me just make sure. We're still waiting on Cooper. What is Coop doing? Coop is still sitting down here with one fish. Wait a minute, guys. Let's see, has he been updating properly? So it's showing that it updated at 12:07. So it's showing that he is current, but he only has one fish, guys. What is going on with that? Maybe it's not updating. Maybe something's going on with Bass Tracker again. Maybe. We'll see. All right, let's see. Joshua Lee says, I guess St. Louis is the South because I say y'all quite frequently. Oh, okay. All right. Hey, who would have thunk it? All right. Shout out to George L. Jones. Shout out to the Facebook crew. Really, really appreciate you for tuning in and checking out the live stream. But what's going on, Joshua? Yeah, you're always welcome to come down here and hang out with the country fellas. Who do we have in here a little earlier? We got country living, y'all. Oh yeah. We're having fun down here, enjoying a little bit of country living. All right, let's see. What else do we have in the chat, guys? All right, so we're caught up in the chat. Let's hop back over here and take a look at a few more of these baits while we wait for Cooper. We wait for good old Coop to catch his fish and join this Century Club. And let's just keep that right there. So we can wait and see for Mr. Miliken, for Milikens to bring in one more of these fishes out here on this lake. I see somebody flipping one to the boat right now. Who is that right there? Fishing way back in the coves. Okay. All right. Looks like he might be fishing for some bedding fish right here. All right. Let me just drop this real quick and let's hop back into a few more of these baits and take a look. What baits have you guys heard that they're using out here? That is pretty much what we're talking about. So somebody dropped in the comment that they're, catching these fish with a Vision 110. So there we go. But look at these Vision 110s, guys. They are not cheap. These things are $25 a piece. So guess what? Your partner Money Bass has one. This is the one that I have right here. I have the Vision 110 plus 2 because I'm offshore, guys. I want to try to get that thing down there to about 15 feet. And on those scopes, on this live imaging, I'm running that Humminbird Mega Live on that Mega Live imaging. I can see this thing hitting around that 10 to 15 foot mark when I need it to. So yeah, so there we go, that Vision 110. So this is what they're saying that a lot of these guys are catching their fish on. And Miliken, let's see if I can find. Okay, there we go. So the bait that Miliken just caught that fish on, whenever I was taking a look at it, I kind of zoomed in on it, and it appeared to be one of these, the 6th Sense Juggle Minnow. The Juggle Minnow. So that's what it's called, the Juggle Minnow. So let's take a look at one of these. These are the best sellers right here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. 6th Sense Juggle Minnow, guys. Bam. Some people are throwing those on those hover rigs. Some people are throwing them right on just a regular ball head jig. But that is that bait right there, guys. Has a nice action on that tail. I have a few of those that I throw on the hover jig, on the hover rig. So there's no ball head sticking out on it. It's just a hook because it is a weighted hook. So that is what I have been throwing mine on. All right, what other baits, guys? Come on, talk to me. What other baits have you guys heard that they have been catching these on? So basically, we're looking at these minnow style baits, and then the other one was the what was the other one that we were just looking at? The Vision 110, and then that Koi K. Those are the three baits that I've pretty much been hearing about. Does anybody else have anything else? Let's hop back over here to the stats. I'm not seeing you guys getting active in the chat. What is going on? Are you falling asleep? Are they not catching any big ones anymore? Let's see. Let's hop back into the stats real quick while we wait to get some more feedback from you guys. All right, let's see. Where are we at? All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's add it to the stage. And we have, let's see if we have any updates that have happened recently. Looks like things are slowing down. So there was kind of a flurry, guys. So things got hot for a minute. Everybody was catching fish, but Cooper Gallant is still, where is Coop? Where is Coop? Maybe he is just out of range right now, so his updates are not showing up. Maybe that is what's going on, because I am pretty sure that he has more than one fish in the boat. But the weights are pretty much remaining the same, guys. All right, so now I guess while we're waiting for things to pick back up, we can pull up some other footage. All right, Stefan says, Ben's secret weapon is the DIY jig heads. Okay, all right, those prototypes. He has the prototypes that he can't show us. All right, Chappie says, let me see, saying at Joshua Lee, I'm just, okay. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. Make sure you guys continue to network in the chat. You never know when somebody's right down the street or fishing the same lakes. All right, so Joshua says, cool, Chappie, I'm Madison. Okay. Okay, all right, Madison. All right, so you guys are in here chopping it up a little bit. Terry says, Tyler Williams caught some on a green tackle little rubber jig. Green tackle little rubber jig. Let's see if I can even pull that up. Let's see. Let's see, guys. We're trying to look at some baits right now. Do they have those at Tackle Warehouse? All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, there they go. Okay, there they go, guys. All right, let's drop this back down. But before I drop the stats down, I always like to take a look just to see if there's been any movement, anything that says new catch. And we don't have any right now. But you know what we need to do, guys? We have to stop the show. We have a new member of the Money Team. Gotta love that. And that is Silver Dollar. We have Silver Dollar checking in. Silver Dollar has become a member of the Money Team. All right, guys, we need the Money Team coming in strong. Everybody shout out Silver Dollar. We have a new member of the channel, a new member of the Money Team. Oh, yeah, big shout out to you. Really, really appreciate it. All right, so yeah, everybody welcome Silver Dollar to the Money Team. All right, let's see what Chappie has to say. Ben busted out the pickled quail eggs. Uh-oh, hold on, wait a second. Am I missing it? Am I missing it? Oh, yeah, I think I missed it. I think I missed the live action on the quail egg. Did you guys see the video that I dropped yesterday? Just wanted to put out a quick snippet for you guys to take a look at. Uh-oh, Trey McKenna, he's setting the hook. He's bending his back. He has his back bent back. He's bending the tip of that rod. Is he a rod bender? Oh, yeah. He's bending that rod, guys. And it looks like it's going to be a decent one. So let's go ahead and get these stats up. Let's see what kind of move Trey McKenna is about to make. All right, so Trey McKenna. Let me listen in. All right, so he is looking to upgrade a 2-1. And he is definitely about to do that. I think he may be pushed back into the first place spot. Uh-oh. 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 Who's watching this on a split screen? If you are watching it on a split screen and you just saw that catch, put split screen in the chat. Put split screen in the chat, guys. Woo, a 6-7. Trey McKenna has came in and hit him in the head with a 6-7. He said, give me my first place spot back. Give me that first place spot. Wait a minute. On a wacky rig. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He made a move. There it goes, guys. He just updated. He bumped Tyler Williams into the second place spot. There we go. Okay. His stats are looking kind of nice. Trey McKenna, he's looking kind of nice. So he's sitting on a 6-7. I'm sorry, a 6-11. That's how we say it down here down south sometimes. A 6-11. Then we have a 2-10, a 7-4, a 5-7, and a 6-7, guys. He just pulled in that 6-7. All right, so he is definitely making moves, sitting on a total of 28 pounds, 7 ounces. Trey McKenna is now the new leader. Wait a minute.
We've got a new leader.
Oh, yeah, Trey McKenna.
You are the big fish.
Oh, yeah, Trey McKenna is sitting in first place once again, guys. I mean, but I guess that's no surprise because we saw what he has to update. We saw that he had that 2-1. We knew he was going to get rid of that. Now he has about another 210. What do you guys think he's going to call that out with? I think he'll call that out with a 6 something. So let's just throw another 4 pounds on top of that, and he will be sitting with a total weight of, hold on, let's take a look. What is Trey McKenna's total weight? Right now he is sitting on 125. So we had some good guesses coming in. Somebody came in with a guess of 130 for the winning weight for the day. Somebody else said 135. So all he needs is 5 more pounds and he will be sitting on that 130 range. All right, so let's take a look and see. 5 more pounds. So he would need to upgrade. If he upgraded that to a 7, if he upgraded that to a 7, then yeah, he may hit that 130 right there, guys, because these other ones he will have to upgrade a 5-7. So he's looking to upgrade a 5-7 and a 2-10. Who thinks he's going to do it? Yeah, I think he's going to do it, guys. All right, let's see. What's going on, Joshua? What's Joshua in there laughing at? What are you laughing at, Joshua? All right, let's see. What else is going on? Joshua Lee says, Money Bash, your smooth voice reminds me of, who is that? Steve MRE? What is that? What is that? All right, Yup says, because it done got tough. Oh, yeah, it's tough. It's tough to call out a 5-pounder, guys. But these guys are making it happen. All right, Joshua Lee says, was that Zaldain? Let me see. What was Zaldain placed at? Sorry, low blow. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. What are you guys in here talking about? You guys are having some fun, taking some jabs in the chat. What are you talking about in here? All right, let's see. Chappie says, let me see. Joshua Lee, 36. Hey, 36. He's still in the top 50. I mean, that's where you want to be, right? Isn't that what the guys say? They aim for the top 50. Of course, you want to be in that top 10. And of course, you want to be number 1. But I think everybody's shooting for the top 50 on each lake that they go to. So, hey, if he hit the, 36 spot, then he's still in there. He's still in there. All right, let's see. Silver Dollar says, I'm guessing Trey will just miss. Let me see. I'm guessing Trey will just miss with 129. You never know. You never know, because these fish have started biting in the afternoons a little bit better, is what we have noticed. So that is actually what has been going down every day so far with Miliken. Miliken always has us waiting to see what type of update he's going to come out with. So that has been the thing. The afternoon bite starts picking up and this leaderboard starts moving around kind of fast. But we are still waiting on Coop. What is going on with Coop? Does anybody know? Can somebody reach out to him and say, hey, Coop, what's going on, man? We're waiting for you to update a little bit. All right, so let's see. What else do we have? Trey McKenna sitting in first. Tyler Williams second. Justin Atkins third. Justin Hamner is in fourth. Tyler Revette is sitting in fifth with the Phoenix Boats Big Bass. And that big bass is a 10-pound, 12-ouncer. Take a look at that, guys. A 10-pound, 12-ouncer with a total of 21 pounds, 3 ounces. Let's take a look right back over here real quick. All right, then we have Miliken. We have Milikens in the house with 26 pounds, 9 ounces. All right, so he's holding steady in 6th place. Respectable finish right there, top 10. And look at this over here. It has that number 1. That number 1 stands for number 1 spot for Rookie of the Year. Oh, wait a minute. No, for Angler of the Year. That's AOY. Take a look up here. AOY, guys. Oh, yeah, he is ranked number 1. He is out here doing his thing as a rookie. Rookie? Yeah. All right. Let's see what else we have, guys. Where did I stop at? Then we have Stetson Blaylock. Everybody's heard that name. Then we have Wesley Gore, Kyle Patrick, and Cooper Gallant. All right, so these guys are making some moves, and I'm keeping Cooper Gallant open because I'm waiting for these other 4 slots to fill up. Now, guys, what if this just has not been updating, but he has some weight on the boards? Let's just take that into consideration. So right now, he is at 21 pounds, 9 ounces. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. So he is at 21 pounds, 9 ounces. We just don't know the weights of these individual fish. So we don't really know what he has to upgrade, but we definitely know he can upgrade this 2.9. He can upgrade that 2.9, guys. All right, so Cooper is out here doing his thing. But yeah, he's still sitting in 90th. Wait a minute, guys. Is this right? Keepers. No, he has, says keepers 1 out of 5. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on right there, guys. I don't know. We just have to wait and see. Wait and see. Maybe Cooper will come in and surprise everybody with something. All right, so no more catches going on here. All right, so let's do this. Let's pull up a little footage with Miliken. Let's pull up some Miliken footage. What do you guys think about that? All right, just bear with me. And actually, let's take a look at this poll. Have you participated in the poll? All right, so what place will Miliken finish in? He is currently in 6th place. We have 6%. They said, nah, 6%. They're saying he will come in 2nd place. We have 21% for 3rd. We have, wait a second. Yeah, 21% at 3rd. We have 35% are saying 4th. Then we have 38% are saying 5th. All right, so there we go. So it looks like 5th. As we step down, it looks like the percentages are stepping up. So it looks like 5th place is in the lead right now. So you guys don't have the faith. We have 6% that says, hey, I have faith. I have faith that he's going to take that number 2 spot. That number 1 spot going to be kind of tough with those waiting. Trey McKenna, he's out here making some definite moves. But let's just take a look. So Miliken is 12 pounds out of, 12 pounds out of 1st place. Let's just take a look and see. Where could he squeeze in 12 pounds at? It's going to be kind of tough. A 10-pounder would give him 7 pounds. Then another 7-pounder would give him another 3 pounds. So that would be 10 pounds, guys. But yeah, it's going to be tough. Going to be a tough one. All right, let's see. Oh, I didn't have the stats up. I thought I had the stats up for you guys. Let me just pull it back up real quick. There we go. So that's what we were looking at. That's what I was looking at. All right, so Joshua Lee says, let me see. And Steve, what is this? 1989 is a former Army guy who does MRE reviews. Oh, okay. Kind of tasty. MREs. Need a little bit of water. You need to put some water in there so you can swallow them. A little dry if you don't add the water in there. But you can crunch on them like some snacks if you want, if you don't add the water. All right, let's see. Kyle says, what white jig is Tyler Williams throwing? Does anybody know what white jig Tyler Williams is throwing? I do not, but somebody in the chat just might, because we were able to figure out what a koi K was yesterday. All right, let's see. Joshua Lee says, why would I think he's going to get 4th place? In my humble opinion. All right, let's see. 4th place. Let's see. What did you guys say? So for 4th place, yeah, he's sitting at 31%. Okay, the number's moving up a little bit. So we have 40% of you guys are saying that he's going to, he's going to finish out in 5th place. But hey, either way, top 10, top 5, top 3. Top 3 would look pretty good. Top 3 will look good. So what would it take for him to get 3rd place? Let's just take a look and see. Let's take a quick look, guys. So there's Miliken's weight right here. And if we take a look at 2nd place, is sitting on 124 pounds, 9 ounces. Miliken is at 113.12. Man, so even that's going to be kind of tough. That is going to be tough but it looks like 2nd place. Let me just show you real quick. Looks like 2nd place may have already tapped out. He doesn't have much room to upgrade because he is looking to upgrade a 5-1. So 2nd place may have already tapped out at a total of 124 pounds, 9 ounces. Miliken has a little weight that he can gain. So he may be able to squeeze out 10 pounds in there. If he can squeeze in 10 pounds, then that may put him in that 2nd place spot. How about that? We'll just have to wait and see, guys. We will have to wait and see. All right, so let's see. What else do we have going on in here, guys? What else do we have going on? What I'll do now is I have some footage from whenever Miliken was live and in action on the show. So just bear with me. I told you guys I was going to pull that up. We can take a quick look at that and see, some of the topics that we covered. And it was definitely a great live stream with Miliken live and in person. So if you want to see that full interview, just search Money Bass Miliken, and it should be one of the first. There we go. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Let me drop this down. Let's have some fun. Let's see what Miliken was talking about when he was on the show. If you saw the interview with Ben Milliken on my live stream, put a yes in the chat. Did you see the live with Ben Milliken? All right, so let me drop this down. Just bear with me, guys. We're gonna have some fun. Let's see what Miliken was talking about. All right, I see a few people in here saying yes, they saw it. All right, here we go. And coming to the stage is the man Miliken. All right, so who saw the live interview? You see your partner Money Bass over there sitting to the left, and that's Miliken over to the right. We had a nice little chit chat. It was about a 2-hour conversation. So we talked about a lot of good things, guys. All right, so let's see. Janoy says yes. Shout out to Janoy. Haven't seen you in a minute. Really appreciate you tuning in and checking out the live stream. Lil Opinion said, "Oh yeah, I saw it. I saw you guys chopping it up." All right, Joshua Lee says, "I seen a little bit of it, then got busy." Oh yeah, you got to watch the whole thing. I mean, there's hot topics and all kind of stuff being thrown around throughout the entire interview. But let's go ahead and just listen in and see where we're at in this conversation. I'll kind of skip around in here and see if I can find something good happening. But if you guys see some action taking place, let me see. I have 2 screens going on in here to make sure I don't miss any of the live action. Let me just check something real quick because it looks like somebody has a little something that they're weighing in, and it is Kyle Patrick. Kyle Patrick has a fish to the boat. Hold on 1 second. His smallest fish was a 1 pound, 8 ouncer. But yeah, it's a tough one. Kyle Patrick, what place was he in? He was sitting in 9th place. So he just caught a 2.5. So he didn't really move up at all. I don't think he's still sitting in 9th place. And once again, we're still waiting on Cooper. Still waiting on Cooper. All right, so bear with me, guys. Let's see. Let's take a listen to see what I had a conversation with Miliken about. All right, here we go, guys. And I'll skip through and see if I can find something where we have something good to say.
Months before registration last year, and I was like, well, I've wanted to do this forever. I'm kind of burned out on what I'm doing right now. This seems like the right time. I don't want to go another year without hopping in.
Right.
Let's freaking do it.
Right.
Here
and
we
so
are.
That decision that you made, so what I did this is the first year I really fished the BFL. So I fished at the BFL level. I was like, nah, I'm not going, into that big dog status. Let me just kind of dip my foot in the BFL. And it was kind of the same thing. Just wanted to get out there, do something a little different, because for me, doing the YouTube side of things, fishing local tournaments and with a bass club, that was kind of fun. But I was like, let me go out there and just see if I could. I hear people that were fishing BFLs, they would always talk about qualifying for the regionals, qualifying for the 50,000, 55. I'm just skipping through here, guys.
Opens and stuff. I was like, oh my God.
Just that story itself is like an inspirational thing that I think.
And so, like, getting 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 checks in the top hour, working your ass off, you can get to where you want to be.
Right. Yeah. Wait a minute. I was going to go in here and change a little something. Not easy. And when I see you guys, giving to the channel, supporting the channel like this, I really, really appreciate it more than you guys know. But yeah, so that's what he's talking about. So Bass Hunter, he ain't
world and in his own mind instead of actually fishing.
All right,
video
guys.
before,
what I'm doing is just trying to scroll through here
he's
just to play a little snippet, find something where we had a good part of the conversation.
I don't have it, so
gotcha.
I don't think we should have it anymore. So it's like it's hard. It's hard to get really that objective point of view when, I do see like why people wouldn't like it, why we don't want technology to advance any further. I totally understand that.
Right. Gotcha. All right. So I have a question for you. So we know pretty much what you disagree with, but are there any points that he makes concerning forward-facing sonar that you do agree with?
Just kind of taken from what I just said, like, I agree that if we're going to, I would agree with what he's saying about worrying about it going too far with like, well, what is the next thing going to be? If forward-facing sonar is this good and it's made fisheries this tough, what's the next thing? Wow, you just got a bunch more money from the lead attorney. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
But I also like, I don't think it can go any further to where it can help fishermen at the same rate that like jumping from side imaging in 360 to forward facing sonar did. Like
Gotcha.
we talk about, well, yeah, that's what's happening.
All right. Well, let me do a little something real quick, because I saw something that caught my eye. And when something like this happens, oh my goodness, I have to stop the show. We have a big dog, one of the big YouTubers in the house, guys. We have the lead attorney. We have the lead attorney checking in. He says, salute, Money Bass. All right. He says, great stream. Really, really appreciate it. And that means I have to get in here and do a little work. Edward Rags.
It was great.
Yeah, cool. It was different. Nobody
It
else
was different.
had
Exactly.
that.
All right, so this was just another segment, guys. For anybody that's just tuning in, while we're taking a quick intermission, doesn't look like there's any catches that are occurring. So I'm just pulling up and showing you guys just some parts of the live interview that I had with Ben Milliken not too long ago, where we were actually discussing this year's Elite Series tournaments. But yeah, so let's just listen for maybe about 15, 20 more seconds. If you want to watch this full live stream, just search Money Bass Miliken on YouTube, and you will see that full live stream come up. And basically what we did is we talked about some of the hot topics that were going on at the time, and you know, his path to the Elite Series. Then we had a question answer segment. So if you guys take a look, you see how I was pulling up guests the same way that I do here. So it was a very interactive show. So we had a great time, covered a lot of topics. It was a good deal. It was a good deal. But let's just listen real quick and just see what they were talking about.
Really, it's a lot because I have my my color gain really dialed in, and I change it constantly, and my regular gain a lot. And so I would say, like, if you have Garmin, you need to really adjust your you need to run. I run my color gain as hot as I can, which is usually in that 90-ish percentile, and then I'll adjust my regular gain as it goes, usually from 69, 70% up to 72, 73%, as long as there's not too much shit in the water.
Yeah.
All right, so that's enough. That's enough, guys. So I just wanted to show you guys that. So if you're interested in that video, like I said, make sure you go and take a look at it. You can hear he is dropping a lot of great information, especially if anybody is out there wanting to get better with using different baits. He gives some great tips on if you want to get into using those larger swim baits, glide baits, and things like that, along with electronics tips. And then we just talk about things that were going on in the industry also. So it was a very, very informative live stream with Mr. Ben Milliken. But let's hop back into the chat and see what you guys are talking about. And I need to get these stats back up here just in case something happens. You never know. Some big event may take place and you don't want to miss it. All right, I see they're live on Justin Atkins right now. All right, bear with me, guys. All right, here we go. So now let's just take a look again. So yeah, we're still waiting on Cooper. Does anybody know what is going on with Coop? Where is Coop at? He is only sitting on one fish. It is not updating for him. Who thinks Coop only has one fish? If you believe Coop only has one fish, put Coop 1. Put Coop 1 if you believe Coop only has one fish, guys. This guy made it all the way to the top 10s. He is sitting on a 2.9, but it says 21 pounds, 9 ounces over here. So I don't know if that is saying that that is his current weight, but this just not updating the other 4 fish. What does that mean? What's going on with Bass Track? Are we going to find out that Coop comes in with like 40 pounds or something like that and hops all the way to first place? Who knows what is going to happen with that Bass Track? All right, so I'm just taking a look to see if we have anybody that has a recent catch, and I don't see any recent catches coming in where it says new catch at. All right, so with that, I'll hop back into the chat and see what you guys are talking about. All right, let's see what is going on in the chat, guys. All right, let's see, where were we at? All right, drop a 1 in the chat. I see somebody said audio was gone, but I'm thinking I'm good. I just probably muted out for a quick second. But can you hear me? Drop a 1 in the chat if you guys can hear me okay. Just want to make sure everything is still good. All right, Lil Opinion says, Money, are you running a Rodecaster Pro? No, I'm running a Stream Deck. That is what I'm running, Stream Deck. All right, then we have Bark and Ruger says, I didn't know you were live. Oh, yeah, I'm here. It's me. I'm live. We're in here chopping it up, chatting, talking a little bit, seeing what's going on with these stats. Wait a minute, guys. Hold on a second. Oh, I was looking at a different screen. I thought something had happened. I thought there was some new info. Okay, there we go. Okay, we're good. We're good. All right, let me update that over here. All right, so let's see. Let's see. Bark and Ruger says, if Ben isn't first, he's last. Chew Big Red. Chew Big Red. All right, let's see. Joshua Lee says, Randy is the type of guy that still uses a Nokia 3310. Okay, all right. Hey, sometimes you need to flip your phone. Sometimes a flippity phone might be the thing you need. All right, Little Opinion says, I think Ben has already surprised a lot of people, but I think he is just getting started. That is true. I believe that to be true also. Hey, he's been out here doing his thing well before he entered the elites, guys. A lot of people don't know that because, I mean, in the YouTube world, he's big over here, guys. But I know outside of that, there's a lot of people that weren't really aware of the stuff that he was already accomplishing and the stuff that he was doing. All right, so Yip says audio was gone. So I think my audio was back. I see you guys hit me with the 1 to let me know everything is good. Alex Evans says, anyone else watching the Ohio State versus Iowa game? All right, so we have 2 teams that are fishing against each other, guys. That is what he is talking about. We have Iowa State top anglers, and we have the Ohio State top anglers, and we have the Iowa anglers. They're on the lake battling it out, guys. Who is watching that fishing tournament? Just playing. All right, let's see. Janoy says, if you're not in first, you need more screens and transducers. Give me some more screens. I need about 7 more transducers, please. I get 5 fish per transducer. All right, Joshua Lee says it's on the other room, Alex, but yeah, Iowa has a 15-game win streak and beat Ohio's 15-game win streak. Kind of ironic. What do you think about that? All right, Little Opinion says technology has evolved. The world without technology, think about where we would be now from 50 years ago on everything. Oh yeah, wouldn't be lovely. All right, Alex Evans says Caitlin Clark is going to be the reason that WNBA explodes like the Bird and Magic joined the NBA. Okay. All right, let's see. Little Opinion says Coop has more. Okay. Little Opinion says, hey, quit doing Coop wrong. What is going on? Shout out to Silver Dollar, new member of the Money Team. Really appreciate you tuning in and checking out the show. Anybody else that is interested in becoming a member of the channel, which are the people that I refer to as the Money Team, just click the join link down below, and it is also pinned to the top of the chat. Just click that link. It'll give you some information, and you can get you one of these badges next to your name and stand out in the chat. All right, so Silver Dollar says, I think that is a 2-pound 9-ouncer. All right, Joshua Lee says Caitlin is different, a thoroughbred. All right, Joshua Lee, you're good, my dude. All right, so I'm good. I see the ones coming in. Shout out to Scott. Really appreciate you. Joshua Lee says, Iowa Hawkeyes. It's Debo's fishing fave team. All right, there we go. Max says, Live Scope is a disgrace to bass fishing. It has disgraced the game. Why did they come out with the scopes? They have people out here scoping the fish. You shouldn't be scoping these fish. You should be hooking them in the mouth. That's what you need to be doing. Shout out to Mac. Live scope is a disgrace to bass fishing. All right. Who else feels like live scope is a disgrace to bass fishing? Actually, that may be the next poll question, guys. Let's have some fun with it. All right. So now the previous poll that we had is, what place will Ben Milliken finish in today? We have 10% are saying second, 28% are saying third, 27%. These numbers are changing. Let's start over again. 12% are saying second, 27% third, 27% fourth, 33% are saying fifth. We have 12% that say, I have faith. I don't have faith in that first place spot, but I have faith in that second place spot. They have faith. They believe. All right, so let's end this poll. Let's talk about some scopes. Max says he wants to talk about some scopes. So let's see. All right, so let's hop down here in the chat and drop a poll. Is live scope a disgrace? Let's see. Let me see. Did I put some respect on? What did I spell wrong? Hold on 1 second, guys. I spelled something wrong. To bass fishing. All right, we'll keep it simple with a yes. And we'll keep it simple with a no. How do you feel? How do you really feel about the scopes? Are you okay with it, or is it a disgrace? All right, that poll is live and in action. All right, guys, get active, get active. The current question is live scope a disgrace to bass fishing? All right, Max said, yeah, get it out of here. I don't like it. Get it out of here. All right, Joshua Lee says, are Shimano DCs a disgrace since they have a microchip in it? I mean, don't you love that? I mean, I might need to get me one of those just for the sound. It doesn't even need to have a real microchip in it. I just want something that makes that sound whenever I cast it. All right, shout out to Mac. He says these anglers wouldn't be getting talked about if they didn't have their live scope crutch. Yeah, they wouldn't like them if they didn't have the scopes. They can't catch fish without the scopes. All right, Pat Darling says, go, Ben. I know you can do it. He says, focus. All right, focus, brethren. Focus. Use your, what is it? Use the force. You got to close your eyes and focus. Get focused. All right, number 2 says, live scope is cool and all, but to test I guess to test out the waters. All right, yeah, make sure you guys get active. Let's see. Who thinks the scopes is a disgrace to bass fishing? All right, Kenneth says, you can scope them, but you still have to catch them. Man, you can't scope them and catch them. Hit them with the beams, blind them a little bit. Go ahead and jab them in the lip. Hit them in the lip piece with the hook when they can't see you because of the scopes. All right, Barkin Ruger says, been talking with Cajun Rob about making some changes on my boat later this year. Still going to run 2 active targets. What? 2 active targets. 12s on deck and 112 on the console, changing mounts, seats, and likely trolling motor. Listen, guys, I've tapped out. I'm tapped out. I can't compete with 2, 3, 4, 5 live imaging transducers, 4 to 7 screens. Well, I have 4 screens already, but 7 screens, all of this other stuff. Yeah, I'm tapping out, guys. I'm tapping out. I'm gonna go ahead and hopping off the bus and watching you guys head on down the street. I can't keep up. I can't keep up, guys. I can't keep up with the scopes. All right, let's see what else we have. Number 2 says, to test the best of the best, you should take all the assistance away, like live scope, and see how viable how viable these guys are. Okay, yeah, so take away all the scopes. All right, but number 2, if you take away, wait a minute, number 2, what does that mean? What are you talking about in here? All right, so taking away the scopes to see how viable they are. But if you're calling it a crutch, aren't all of the electronics crutches? If you really want to see who's who and what is what, how about taking all of them off? Not just the scopes. If you're going to give them sonar, side scan, because these guys are doing some things with sonar, like I showed you. I've showed you several times that sonar that we have is actually live for people who know how to use it. There's some guys that are out there that know how to do their thing with the scopes and with sonar, and both of those are live, guys. All right, let's see. I'm just checking the stats. Just make sure nothing else is going on out here. I don't want to miss any of the action. All right, not missing any action. Good. So we're all good, guys. All right, number 2 says, are you asking bass fishing or tournament fishing? There's a difference. All right, so it's bass fishing. Max said it is a disgrace to bass fishing. So there we go. Check out the poll, guys. Is live scope a disgrace to bass fishing? All right, let's see. Kenneth says only the ones who can't afford are mad about it. Can I afford it? I can afford it. But then again, I'm not mad about it. I'm just not trying to keep up anymore. Hey, I can't keep up, guys. I'm hopping off the bus. I'm going to stick with 1 scope. I have my mega live scope, so I'm going to stick with that. I think the day is going to come where people wish there was only one scope, where there was only one, because right now, as we saw, we have somebody that was currently out there fishing with 5 live scopes on their boat. Man, yeah, I can't do it. I just can't do it. All right, Lil Pena says, Lord God, this live scope is going crazy. Stats have shown you still can't catch them if you can't process how to use it. With the screaming face. Got the screaming face going on them. All right, number 2 says bass fishing is not bass in particular. All right, so yeah, so what he is saying is bass fishing. So I think he's talking about any type of bass fishing. Do not stick that bass in the lip if you're using the scopes. It's a disgrace. Don't do it. I think that's what he is saying. All right, Joshua Lee says, and then if they lost in the mountains with no cell signal, they will rely on Garmin to send a SOS, send the SOS signal. You got to use the Garmin. Hey, man, no, that's not the way we do it down south. We grab up some flint rock and get some kindling and start a fire down here. That's how we do it. That's how we send out our SOS. We send out some smoke signals. I mean, you got to do it right, partner. You got to know how to do it. What's going on, Joshua? All right, Samuel Schultz says, I give my customers the option, scoping or fishing. So, Samuel, are you a guide? Because I did have Lanier, Jimbo on Lanier. That was another person that I interviewed on the show. And we went over that stuff in details about the type of customers that he has. And you'd be surprised at the amount of actual tournament bass anglers. All right, Miliken is back on the scene live, guys. He's back on the scene live. All right, so if anybody's watching it on the split screen, we have Miliken's back live. All right, so what do you find? Do most customers want to use their live scope or fish the traditional way? I'm just listening in to Milliken real quick, guys. For anybody that is not watching on a split screen, we have Millikens on the live, talking live. Did you hear what he said? He said he's headed to the money tree. Shout out to the money tree. All right, said he hooked 2 giants on the money tree previously. So he is about to make a move in just a second, guys. Let's see. We're still waiting on Coop. Nobody else has made any moves recently, guys. But yeah, so they have Milliken live. All right. So in just a second, once Milliken comes off of this live, once he comes off the live, then we'll hop back into the poll and we'll keep going through some of the chat messages and see, how do you guys feel about the scopes? Seems like some people just don't like it. I don't like the scopes, is what some of the people are saying in here. All right, let's see. What is he throwing? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It sounds like they may be saying he's throwing that koi K. That koi K, the little alienated, I call it the alienated octopus. What did Patricia call it? What did you call it, Patricia? I can't remember. Oh, a spider. The alienated spider. I can't really see what he's throwing right now, guys. It might be a prototype. Might be keeping it secret. All right, for anybody that is watching the live coverage, put split screen if you're watching it on a split screen or like 2 screens or something like that. So if you're able to watch both, put split screen in the chat. I just want to get an idea. Uh-oh, he had one come and put his lips on it and then turned around and went away. Almost had him. Almost had it. Miliken is out here scoping. He's scoping, guys. He's scanning around and looking. Had one come up and kiss it and turn around and went away. All right, he sees another one, made a cast. Let's see. All right, pop, 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 and slow roll. What is he throwing, guys? What kind of bait is that? Okay, looks like a little swim bait. Looks like he's hitting him with the hover juggle, the cover juggle, or whatever that bait was called that we pulled up with 6 cents. The juggle minnow. I think that's it. All right, so let's see. Let's hop back into the chat. So they pulled away from Miliken for a second. Let's see, where were we at? Where were we at? So shout out to Mac. He says pros shouldn't need help from technology. Live, real-time, live scope to find fish. Part of being a pro is having natural abilities to find fish. All right, so is side scan, is sonar, is down scan, is 360. Are those natural abilities? Are those natural abilities? So I think all of those are enhancements. And what I explained the other day when someone asked me my thoughts on the electronics game is, well, my response was, I look at electronics in general as enhancements, performance enhancers, guys. Does anybody need a little performance enhanced? Well, I think that's what electronics are. And to some extent, it appears that those are acceptable. But to me, if you're going to accept enhancements, performance enhancers, where do you stop it at? Because to me, all of them are performance enhancers and they have been accepted. All right, so Kenneth says, he says, right. Okay, who are you agreeing with in there? All right, we have Bark and Ruger says, I got, Joe Winkler says, Bark and Ruger's, I got an almost new ghost for sale, saves someone $1,000. All right, so Joe Winkler is hooking you up with the savings. Hit him up if you want a ghost. If you don't want anybody to see, you want to be able to creep around in the dark and scare people. If you want that ghost trolling motor, there you go. All right, let me see. He says, dude, I ran one unit on deck and one on a dash for the last 5 years. The only reason I have 2 on the deck is to make it easier on me so I don't have to flip the transducers from forward-facing sonar to perspective. Oh, yeah, so he has 2 scopes. Barker and Ruger says, hey, man, I'm going to hit him in the head with 2 scopes. Let me blind him with the beams. Let me blind them with the scoping beams. All right, Kenneth says, let me see. Give him a rubber raft and some oars. Make it happen. Put them back on the bank, guys. Give them some worm. Give them a shovel, a hook, some line, and some fishing poles and let them go at it. Whoever can get the bait first and get out there and catch their fish is the winner. All right. And you got to start a fire from scratch. Cook those fish and let the judge taste it to see who is a true angler out there, guys. That is the way you need to do it. All right. We have Bass Pundit says, but with nobody fishes without technology. Oh, yeah. All of it is technology. That line is technology, guys. You have that little bitty string pulling in these big old fish. How did you do it? You did it through technology. That's technology right there. All right, so let's see. Joshua Lee says, this is the era of electronics and technology. I don't know why people are belly aching over it. It's an advantage available for everyone. It's their own fault if they don't use it or know how to use it effectively. All right. Silver Dollar One says, how about making forward-facing sonar a separate division? Go ahead and get it cracking, Silver Dollar. I did offer that up to Randy Blockett when I did the live interview with him. If you want to see what his answer is, search Money Bass Randy Blockett, and I had him live on the show. I believe we were on for about 2 hours. We had a lot of great conversations, and some of you may have seen some of those statements that he made regarding co-anglers, regarding forward-facing sonar. So it was some of that stuff is still currently going kind of viral, guys. So make sure you check that out. But he touched on that. And I also asked him about fishing the No Electronics $300,000 tournament that will be taking place in April on Lake Lanier. Have you guys heard about that one? So yeah, we had a lot of interesting conversations during that interview. All right, so Barkin Ruger says, Joe Winkler, unfortunately, the only thing on the market that will get me away from the Ultrex, oh my God, Wesley Gore, he just set the hook on one. He just cracked him in the lip. That had to hurt. He had his back bent all the way back. The rod was bent over and the fish is flapping. Like, hey, partner, you stuck me in the mouth. All right, let's see. Let's see what else we had, guys. All right, Kenneth says, exactly, Joshua. What did Joshua say? that you were saying exactly too. It's the electronics era and technology. Okay, exactly. All right, Joshua Lee says, I think 5 scopes is a little overkill, but I think there should be a limit though. All right, yeah, 5 scopes, man. They're out there doing it. Little Opinion says it's only a disgrace if you spent $15K and can't cash a check. Oh my goodness. Not $15K and not cashing a check. Hold on just a second. That does not sound good. Let me change this up just a little bit, guys. All right, there we go. All right, so let's see what else we have. Michael Thompson says, hey, Money, wish I could stay on here, but I'm in the middle of work. What date and time is your regular stream? All right, shout out to Michael Thompson. Really appreciate you for tuning in. My regular stream is every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern is when I will be live and in action. What we do is get together each week. You guys see us. You see how we're doing in here. It is a live show. I am live and active with you guys in the chat. I dropped the call-in link. I let you guys come up, kind of voice your thoughts and opinions on different topics. If you don't like the scopes, and actually, let me go ahead and drop the call-in link before we head out for the day, guys. Call in. So if you want to call in, I can bring you up on the screen. If you have a YouTube channel, I suggest you go ahead and take me up on that offer so I can shout out your channel when you come up here on the screen. All right, let the peoples know who you are. This is all of our peoples right here. We're all in here having some fun. We're some fishermen. We're people who like to watch fishing. We're some outdoorsmen on this channel. That's how we do. That's how we do over here. Okay, so let's see. So that call-in link is in the chat. So if you want to come up, voice your thoughts or opinions on what you have been seeing today, if you want to talk about the scopes, if you want to talk about some of these anglers, who is your favorite angler? Hit that call-in link. I'll bring you up on the screen. And like I said, if you're a YouTuber, I'll shout you out. Shout out your channel. Maybe somebody want to go and take a look at your content. All right, let's see what else we have, guys. All right, so once again, from Michael Thompson, Tuesdays, 8 p.m. Eastern. We talk about some hot topics, fishing, electronics. We talk about all kinds of things over here. All right, so we have Stetson Blaylock. He came in and stuck another one right there in the top lip with a jerk bait. Oh, yeah, he's pulling that jerk bait right out of there with some pliers right now. Stetson Blaylock. So let's take a look back at the screen. Let's take a look at the chat. There we go. It is already live and in action. Stetson Blaylock has now moved into 5th place with a 3-pounder. Caught that one just now with a jerk bait. So let's see. Has anybody else moved? Nope. And Coop is still sitting there waiting. We're waiting on you, Coop. All right, so Stetson Blaylock. Let's see how he's looking. All right, he has a 2.7, a 6.8, 6.10, 4.10, and a 3.0. So we're looking for Stetson Coop. I'm Stetson Coop. We're looking for Stetson Blaylock to upgrade that 2.7. He just upgraded to a 3.0. So I'm not sure which one he upgraded out of there, but he needs to get rid of a 2.7 now so he can move up in the stats just a little bit. All right, guys, let's see. So I dropped the call-in link. I don't know if anybody's really going to want to come up here today. But yeah, so it's been a good stream, guys. We've been in here covering some good topics. Let's hop back over here and see how people feel about the scopes in the chat. All right, so is live scope a disgrace to bass fishing? We have 26% of you are saying yes, it is a disgrace to bass fishing. Get rid of those scopes. We don't want scopers around here. You're not welcome in this town. Then we have 74% that are saying no, it is not a disgrace. Go ahead and scope those fish. Hit them in the eyes with those beams. Blind them so we can go ahead and blind them so we can go ahead and hit them with the jerk bait. When we hit them with the double scopes, we have landscape and forward mode scopes on them these days. All right, let's see. What else are you guys talking about in the chat? Where are we at in the chat? All right, so Michael Thompson says, I forgot what you said yesterday. I forgot what I said yesterday, too. I was saying a lot. All right, Kenneth says, yeah, 2 is good. All right, I guess 2 is good, but it sounds like 5 is better. What do you think about that? All right, Joe Winkler says, sorry, thought you were a Lawrence guy. All right, Little Opinion says, Joshua, as much as I support live, they should only allow one 12-inch screen, in my opinion. In my opinion. I mean, but if you want to see some real fishing, they don't even need that. Hit them with the topo maps. Give them a paper map and let them go out there and do their thing. They don't need any of these here electronics to make it happen on the lake. I was catching fish from the bank. I wasn't using anything to see those fish. I wasn't even using none of these here polarized glasses. Take a look at these polarized lenses. Yeah, these are like bed fishing scopes right there. I didn't even use those, guys. Yeah, you have bed fishing scopes, you have live imaging scopes, you have all kind of scopes going on out here. All right, so Joshua Lee said, yeah, I agree with that little opinion. All right, so yeah, you guys want to limit it a little bit. Clint Perry says, I bet those largemouth bass in Lake Fork are Florida strand. Oh yeah, they might be some Florida strands in there. All right, Little Opinion says, with that 22 MBT screen headed to the money tree. Uh-oh, he's headed to the money tree, guys. How about that? Did you know I had a screen over there on Lake Fork? I mean, a tree. Did you know Money Bass had the money tree over there on Lake Fork? Oh yeah, I did. I got it. All right, shout out to Joshua Lee. He says a lot of the southern lakes are Florida strain based. Oh yeah, everybody likes the Florida strains. All right, Max says at Bass Pundit, what makes a professional is your abilities. All right, to check it out, guys. Let's see what a professional angler is all about. What makes a professional is your ability as an angler to stand out above normal anglers. That includes your ability to find fish. So it's not just about catching them. So you want to be able to find them with traditional means and catch them with traditional means. So right now, the traditional means of finding those fish is kind of being eliminated. That is what Mac is saying right here. He's like, hey, man, you need to go out there and do it on your own. Use your own eyeballs, your own ears. You know, you gotta smell the air. You gotta dip your finger and taste the water and see, you know, you need to see what is going on. You need to use your natural abilities to be able to catch these fish. All right. So 2K says, I'm not investing in forward facing sonar. AI will make these current units obsolete in a year or two. I just want the most accurate mapping available and take it from there. The hunt and mystery of finding fish is golden. All right. So 2K says all he needs is the mapping. But 2K, mapping is technology. You can't be using technology out here to catch the fishes. You need to use natural instinct. If you want to know the layout of the lake, you need to throw a 1 ounce Carolina rig, drag it across the bottom till you feel it drop off, or till you feel some rocks, or maybe you might feel a lay down there and get hung up a little bit and be like, oh, okay, I need to come back and fish that spot later with a crankbait. That's the way you do it. You can't use the maps. You can't be out here using technology if you have natural skills. All right, Mako Mill says 2 phones, actually. What are you guys talking about in the chat? All right, Kenneth says, hey, Money, do you think that let me see, bass will ever be broken? What is the WR, guys? What is that? What is that? I don't know these abbreviations sometimes. Mako Mill says, how much time is left in the tournament? All right, let's see. Let's take a look up here. Do they have it still on the screen? All right, we have 1 hour and 40 minutes left. They have 1 hour and 40 minutes. So it looks like they're going to be weighing in to just a little before 3 o'clock. Do I have it right, guys? Do you guys know the weigh-in time? All right, and I'm just looking again. Let's scan these stats to see if anybody has made any moves. All right, I do not see any new catches. And just to go over it real quick, we have Trey McKenna sitting in first, Tyler Williams in second, Justin Atkins third, Justin Hamner dropping the hammer in fourth place, Stetson Blaylock in fifth. He has the most recent catch. And we have Tyler Revette with the Phoenix Boats Big Bass. He is the big bass leader. Let's see what he's sitting on. He's sitting on a 10-pound, 12-ouncer. That is a big fish, guys. A 10-pound, 12-ouncer is the big fish of the day. And then we have our partner Miliken. We have Miliken sitting in, what is that, 7th place with 26 pounds, 9 ounces. He has been upgrading, guys, but he is looking to get rid of that 3-pound, 15-ouncer. Doesn't want that. Don't need that. Everything needs to have at least a 5 in front of it, guys. We are on Lake Fork. We're on Lake Fork, guys. We don't do 3-pounders here. So go ahead and hook it up, Ben. All right, then we have Wesley Gore. Wesley Gore has 27 pounds, 4 ounces. He's making some moves, making some things happen. He has a nice smile on him. Look at him. Check him out. Wesley Gore out here catching 7-pounders, sitting on a 7-pound, 2-ouncer, guys. Trying to make some moves, trying to move up on the stat board a little bit. Then we have Kyle Patrick. Kyle Patrick, good guy. 16 pounds, 8 ounces. Kyle. Kyle needs to put in some work. He has a 1-pound, 12-ouncer on the board. We are on Lake Fork, guys. We don't do 3-pounders. But Kyle is like, hey, bud, I'm in the top 10. You're sitting at home talking on a microphone. So don't tell me about a 1-pounder. I'm out here doing it how I like. I'm in the top 10. Shout out to Cal Patrick. All right, so Cal was trying to make some moves. He definitely has some room to move up on the leaderboard, guys. All right, and let's check out Coop. Good old Coop. Coop only has 1 fish on the board, but the bass track is telling us that he has 21 pounds 9 ounces. What's going on with that? What's going on with the bass track, guys? We need 4 more fish on here for Coop, but they're not hooking us up. Is it a secret? Are we going to see Coop pop up with about 40 pounds and hop all the way up here to first or second place? We just don't know. Bass track is like, hey, you got to keep something a secret from the people. It's like the peoples don't need to know everything. All right, so let's hop back in here and check out this poll real quick, and then we'll get back into the chat. We're having some fun with it, guys. Big shout out to everybody that is tuned in today. Oh man, we've been rolling for about 2 hours. Your partner Money Bass is getting a little tired, getting a little stiff sitting here in this chair, guys. But let's just take a look at this poll real quick and see what you guys had to say. Is live scope a disgrace to bass fishing? We have 24% says yes, get that demon out of here. Get that live scopes out of here. We don't deal with that. Then we have 76% that are saying no, we love the live scopes. The live scopes and I are one. We are one with the live scope. Big shout out to the live scope fans. Said we're going to keep these scopes. We are going to scope these fish whenever we get a chance. All right, so let's see. All right, so that is the poll for the day, guys. I drop polls throughout the live stream. Really appreciate everybody for participating in the poll. One other thing, can you guys help me out with a few likes? If you like the content, if you like the show, can you hit me with the like button and drop like in the chat? If you hit the like button, drop like in the chat for me, guys. Let's see if we can move those likes up just a little bit. I know we have some fishermen in the chat. See if you can set the hook on that like button for me, guys. Really, really appreciate the support of the channel. And also want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of the live stream. We have Lil Opinion. Lil Opinion hit the channel with the $5 super chat. Whoever gives the highest super chat, super sticker, or gifts the most memberships during the live stream, you are the sponsor of the live stream. So big shout out to Lil Opinion. And also have to give an honorary mention to a new member of the Money Team. Shout out to Silver Dollar. Silver Dollar was like, hey, you know, I'm a member of the Money Team. Let me get one of those badges right next to my name. Big shout out to Silver Dollar. All right, guys, let's hop back into the chat. Have a little bit more fun with it before we head out of here. Scanning this. Let me just put that up there for you. Let's scan these stats real quick. We have Trey Kenny still sitting in that first place spot with that 6'7". He has that 6'7" that he caught and brought to the scales. All right, so let's see. What else do we have, guys? Everybody else is still sitting pretty. Everybody's just kind of relaxing in the spot that they're in. Then we have Miliken's. Miliken is sitting right there in the 7th place spot, holding on to it. All right, and we're still waiting on Coop. Waiting on Coop. All right, guys, let's hop back into the chat. Let's see what else you got. Do you have any more poll suggestions? I dropped the call-in link. Didn't really think anybody wanted to call in today, but I always drop it because these are very interactive chats. We have some fun in here, guys. We get in these chats and have some fun. So let's see. Where were we at? Let me just see where I kind of lost my spot, but I'll find it in just a second. All right, there we go. Matt was talking about what a true professional is. All right, so who agrees with Mac that a true professional angler finds their own fish? They don't use electronics. They're not out here using scopes. They're not using sonar side scan and down scan and 360. They don't need all that. A true angler uses their real skills to find and catch these fish. All right, 2K says, I'm not investing. Okay, I think I got you, 2K. All right, where else was I at? Okay, there we go. Here we go. Joshua Lee says the Japanese record won't be broken because they want them out of the waters. Okay, and it got so big because of the trouts in the lake. Interesting. Joshua Lee, and they got other omega-rich fish in the waters. All right, let's see. What else are you guys talking about in here? All right, shout out to Mac. Max says, I do not like these scopes. Let's see what he says. He says, who cares if someone wants to live scope? Not in tournaments, but as a pro, you should be required to show your natural abilities to find fish. It shouldn't be allowed in tournaments. So, I mean, with that argument, Mac, I would say that all electronics are enhancements. So is it just the scopes, the live scope that you're against, or is it sonar, down scan, side scan, because what you're saying is a pro should be required to show your natural abilities to find fish, but they're using sonar, down scan, those other forms of technology to find these fish. They're not using their natural abilities to find the fish. Even if you took the scope away, that argument would still stand. What do you think, Mac? Talk to me. What do you think? All right. Number 2 says they all are and should require different levels of competition. The highest level shouldn't allow any of it. All right, there we go. So number 2 is like, hey, I see what you're saying. Don't give them any performance enhancers. All right, Laffy Taffy says, remember, certain guys used to master paper maps, then mapping electronics came along and those guys had to adapt. Exactly. That's what I was talking about earlier. You can't be out there using those electronics mapping. Can't be trying to cheat on the contours. You need to use a Carolina rig or a deep diving crankbait to find those drop-offs. All right, Kenneth says, yeah, I agree, Joshua. Kenneth says, hell yeah, let's go, money. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, man, we're just in here talking. We're in here chopping it up, having some fun. All right, let's see what else we're talking about, guys. All right, so I'm just checking in on the live. I see they have a split screen with some guys on here. Man, you guys are rolling in the chat. I got way behind in the chat. All right, so what I generally do, man, and you guys have some great comments. I like interacting with the chat, but when you get to moving too fast, it's easier for me to pull up the messages from the members of the money team. Those are the guys that have the badges next to their name, and it allows me to keep up in the chat. But I see some good ones. I see some good comments in here, guys. Let's see what 2K has to say. Bass needs to follow golf's example. Plenty of things that are available to weekend golfers are prohibited in tournaments. Limit number and size of grass and the type of grass. Any and easy fix if they want it. But hey, man, what about the money? What about the cha-ching? We need that cha-ching in bass fishing, don't we? All right, Brett says, I feel like forward-facing sonar has made the skill gap between anglers so small that it makes some people angry. Oh, yeah, we're mad. We're mad out here. There's some people that are mad about the scopes. Get rid of those scopes. Joshua Lee says, let me see, Lake Lanier. Yucky, that's going to be a challenge indeed. Oh, yeah. No scopes, no electronics on Lake Lanier, but you get $300,000. I'd fish for $300,000 with no scopes. How about that? All right, let's see. Clint Perry says, see if Cooper Bass track has updated. All right, so let's take a look. Nope, Coop is still sitting on 2.9, but it's showing he has 21 pounds, 9 ounces. So I don't really know what is going on with that. I don't know if that weight is from yesterday or today or what's going on with it. Shout out to I'm in a Slump. I'm in a Slump is back in action. Let's see. This channel's got a big Miliken man crush. It's gross. Ew. There's a man crush going on this channel. But could it be that he's a fellow YouTuber, just like Kyle Welcher? And he's kind of an underdog. You never know who's going to be the next person that we're talking about. Yeah, I'm in a slump. Said, I do not like the Millikens. I don't like it. Who are you rooting for? I'm in a slump. I don't think you ever told us. All right, Joshua Lee said, maybe Money Bass has good taste, slump. All right, good deal. Hey, I'm in a slump. I dropped the call-in link. Come on up here and talk to me. I'm in a slump. We can have some fun with it. All right, let's see. Brent66 says, using live scope in pro fishing is like MLB players using aluminum bats. Not necessary. That is correct. It is not necessary to use electronics, mapping, or any of that to catch fish. You don't even need a $200 rod and reel. I mean, you can get a stick with some string on it and a hook and head out there and have some fun, guys. All right, Samuel says about half of them. All right, Little Opinion says Randy's still talking about that $1 million tournament he lost to Dudley. All right, let me see. Mario, what's going on, Mario? Ben Milliken, let's go. All right, we still have some Milliken fans in the chat. Kevin says, I have no issue with scoping, but I will say give it a couple more years and the fish will get smart to that constant pinging and it will no longer be as effective. I definitely agree with that because I feel that it has already started taking place on Lake Lanier, the lake that I fish. I definitely noticed it on the sonar side whenever you try to get directly over those fish and catch them with the drop shot. A few years ago, once you see those fish, you hit them in the head with the drop shot while you're straight over them with sonar, and it's a done deal. You're getting that fish to the boat. Nowadays, those fish will look up at you and laugh and say, this dude is up here in a boat, pinging me, hitting me with that pinging sonar right in my eyeballs. I am not going to bite this bait. So I agree that those fish will definitely adapt because they're betting their life on it. Their life is on the line. All right. Brent says, with that logic, anglers should be using bamboo cane poles instead of rods and reels. Hey, it just depends on where you want to take it to. How much skill do you want to require of a pro angler? That's what we're talking about. What is the skill level? Should they have to find their fish 100% on their own with no electronics, or do you want to give them some level of performance enhancers? What sport allows performance enhancers? I don't watch too many sports, guys. What sport allows performance enhancers? Do you know? Who knows the answer? All right. So Patricia says, bring back megabucks bass. Can tell them where and when to fish. All right. Then Bryn says, let's see, Joshua, it makes that much difference. They don't need them. They're good enough without them. All right. 2K says, great idea, Shaw. Okay, who is Shaw? Okay, there we go. So she says, bring back megabucks bass. All right, great idea. You guys are chopping it up in there. Good deal. All right, so Kenneth says, you need some hook sunglasses. Well, you know what? Right now, I'm trying out some of these here solar bats. Let's take a look what a solar bat looks like, guys. I'm trying out some solar bats right there. You see that? Look kind of nice. What do you think? Has the nice Air Force logo. Look at that. Let me put them right under each other. Can you see the logo? Can you see that in the background? Can you see the logo on the glasses? Oh, yeah. I'm trying out some of these solar bats, guys. I'm an Air Force dude. I'm an Air Force guy. So let me try out some Air Force glasses. Let me show you that right there. Can you see the logo on the side? Let me put it right under the other logo. Can you see it? It looks kind of nice. Looks kind of nice. There we go. Yeah, that's what I'm trying out right now. Just checking them out, seeing how they feel, seeing how they look. What do you think? All right, 2K says, if we're going to be subjected to forward-facing sonar, let's make the fish in well-defined areas, like holes in a golf course. Okay, make them fish in certain areas. All right. Bren says, it is not just an enhancement tool. Have you ever used one? I do, and it makes a hell of a lot of difference. Let me see. You said it is not just an enhancement tool. What does that mean, Brent? It is it does enhance somebody's abilities. All electronics enhance someone's natural abilities. Am I missing something? Am I missing it, Brent? Talk to me, Brent. Let me look and see what else Brent said. Man, you guys have moved real fast in this chat. So what I'm going to do is I am going to just breeze through here reading the MoneyTeam members chat messages until I get caught up. But I do see some great messages in here that I want to read. But if I keep trying to read everybody's, I'll be here till 5 o'clock, guys. But I got to read this one. What does number 2 say? A professional angler should be able to catch fish with all the limitations I get using chart plotter for navigation safety, but outside of that, just you and your knowledge. So I agree with that to an extent, but those days are gone. What year? So number 2, what year would you say that this existed? What you were saying, where it was, what year? Just give me a year where you think fishing was where you're saying it should be right there. All right. So Byron, correct. I mean, he gave me some info. World record. Okay. Number 2 says boats go too fast now to not have maps. Hey, make them slow down. Make them slow down. Make them put a 150 or a 125 on there, or maybe just a 45. How about that? All right, let's see. Number 2 says these weights are like my home lake. I love it. Wish all lakes fish like this. All right, let me get caught up, guys. So I'm going through here. Man, where's the MoneyTeam at? All right, we have Bark and Rugers. What are you talking about? Surface drive motors and tunnel holes are banned in pro tournaments. You mean my John boats are a bigger threat to the fishes and the tournaments than your striper glitter bass bombs? All right, what does 2K say? If we're going to allow forward-facing sonar, let's stop letting them practice. Make the lake off limits for 6 months. Goodness gracious. They can only fish 2 times a year. Only 2 tournaments a year. All right, for 6 months up until the start of the tournament. So only 2 tournaments per year. How about that? All right, so Joshua Lee says practice take away. Let me see. Practice takes away to level playing the field. So, okay. All right, so take away some practice. Brent says all sports have cap on equipment in the pros. Live scope is that limit. I think the limit was hit before live scope, but it was accepted. That's kind of what my thoughts are on that, because like I said, they're all performance enhancers. What sport allows performance enhancers, guys? All right, Laffy Taffy says 2K, ask Scott Martin who wrecked them at Okeechobee. All right. Joshua Lee says Scott Martin used to be a guide or still is one. Also the big on the big O. Chicken Laffy Taffy. No, this is little opinion. Little opinion. Little opinion must have been on this channel for quite a while. Says, where is Chicken Hawk? Chicken Hawk has been hiding. You saw what I did to Chicken Hawk on Neely Henry. I had to spank Chicken Hawk on Neely Henry. We haven't seen Chicken Hawk since Neely Henry. If you want to see what happened, search Money Bass Neely Henry and you'll see the live tournament. It was live footage the same way you're watching the Bassmaster live. You see me and Chicken Hawk going one-on-one on Neely Henry. And I wasn't using my scopes. So if anybody wants to see how I did it using some natural ability, check out Money Bass and Neely Henry. We're having some fun, guys. We're having fun with it. All right. What does Laffy Taffy say? Joshua, but he scoped. Oh, yeah. Scott Martin was definitely scoping. They showed his screen. He was watching those fish move around on bed using the landscape mode. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. Joshua Lee says nothing wrong with it. And he probably used scope on Lake Fork and see how it did. That's right. They were all out there scoping, but it doesn't help everybody. All right, let's see. 2K says Cal and Miliken are completely different. Cal is a genuine sensation and a monster stick. Oh, yeah, Cal is the guy. That's my guy right there. Ben is hype, man, and is an industry shield, just like the guys he dumped on. Love Cal, can't stand Ben. What did Ben do? What did he do? As far as I know, Ben, way before the elites and everything, he was still out there doing his thing. Cal was a YouTuber also. That's how I know Cal. I know Cal from being a YouTuber, guys. So to me, both of them were YouTubers and they switched over. They headed out of the YouTube stratosphere and headed over out into the real world and still making some things happen out there. All right, so let's see. Number 2 says we need to quit looking at only one extreme or the other. Every other professional sport has equipment limitations. All right. All right. Look at Mac. I like Mac. Mac says, I just believe that being a professional sets your abilities above everyday anglers. They should not allow real-time technology in tournaments. All right. And remember, sonar is real time. They have something called the RTS window. I was out there catching them, but I was scoping them with the RTS window on sonar back in the day, not too long ago. So yeah. And so check out the RTS window on sonar. You can use that for live imaging. All right. Chappie says, did you use Randy's code for your sunglasses? No, sir, I did not. I did not use those. I did not use the code. Actually, I might need my own code. How about that? How about that? And remember, these are the military. See that right there? Can you see let me put it right under the other logo. There you go. There you go. All right, let's see. What else do we have, guys? Number 2 says, love me some solar bats. Kenneth says, them glasses are sick. Oh, yeah, they're sick. Those are some sick looking glasses. All right, Brent says, nope, because the distance of the live scope is becoming farther away. They are also adding in radar ability on the LS34. The fish will never have a chance to have a chance at the speed of technology. All right, gotcha. All right, I'm looking. Okay, I'm almost caught up in the chat. Does anybody want to come up and talk about some scopes? I want somebody who doesn't like the scopes to come up here and talk to me. I just want to hear what you have to say about it. Let me drop this call-in link. I am about to head out in a second, guys. I'm dropping this call-in link. If there is somebody who doesn't like the scopes, hit that call-in link and come up here and talk to your partner Money Bass. Let's talk about some scopes. All right, number 2 says, let them use all of it during pre-fish, but limit them to mapping and 2D sonar during the derby. But 2D sonar is still an enhancement. You're enhancing that angler. All right, Brent says, need some restrictions. All right, so it looks like people are wanting some restrictions going on here. Patricia says, nobody wants a Reese without peanut butter. All right, 2K says, I'm for no more pre-fishing. All right, so 2K says, no more fun. Pre-fishing is fun. You're taking the fun out of it. All right, let's see. It looks like we might have somebody. I'm just waiting to see if the camera comes up. Make sure you guys are cammed up if you want to call in, and then I can bring you up on here. We can chit chat for just a quick minute or two. I'll start the timer. Generally, what I do, guys, is I'll give you like 1 minute or so. Come up here, speak your piece, and then I'll drop you down and bring somebody else up. All right, but make sure you are cammed up, and we can get into it. All right, let's see. Joshua Lee says, I can jump aboard with that. All right. Mako Mills says, at the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm at my boat. Oh, my goodness, guys. I'm at my boat now, fine-tuning my Garmin Live Scope. All right, guys, let's go ahead and see who do we have in the back. Who do we have that wants to come up? Shout out to Barkin Rugers. What is going on, buddy? How are you doing today?
What's up, man?
What's going on? Do you have something to say about these scopes? I heard you're out there two beaming them. You're hitting them in the forehead.
Dude, I'm double fisting every chance I get. Put the searchlights on, man. Look, anybody bitching about the live scope, I come from the days when you used to break out the old Army field phone, start cranking for them, float them, man.
Okay.
This one line at a time ain't never going to hurt a fishery like a commercial fishing operation would, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty of fish in the water, man. It ain't about the technologies. It's about hurt feelings. Start handing out hurt feelings reports.
Not the hurt feelings, but people have
Why not,
feelings.
Man?
But people have feelings. Don't you have to take some feelings into consideration?
Yeah. Like whenever they decide to grab a hold of that jig, I'll blister them.
Oh, man, you're going to hurt the lips on them. You're trying to hurt some lips out there.
Yeah, man. But look, you remember the videos I sent you? They ain't even water where we go, but the sonar's the problem. Oh, come on, man. Look, there's too many variables.
Mm-hmm.
You got dirty water, deep water, shallow water. If you ain't winning, you ain't catching fish, get better. Don't be, come on, man. Look, where does it stop, right? They start limiting the kind of baits you can throw. They limit the kind of the boat you can fish. Back in the days, these tournaments used to gather the 10 best or 50 best fishers, fly them out to a place. They provided a boat, they provided tackle, everything, right? And then it was truly turn your dudes loose. You got everything equal. You got the boat, you got the tackle, because that's a tournament game. When I show up to a baseball game, dudes don't be like piling out in all kind of different outfits, bringing like God knows what kind of bats.
Hey, hold on a second. Wait a minute. We got to stop the show, guys. Let me pull up this stat board real quick while you're up here. We have somebody that just dropped a hammer. Oh, my God.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my. Is it 11-7? I mean, is where you in? Are you in Louisiana?
Yes, sir.
11-7. I mean, y'all speak it like that a little bit down there too, right? 11-7. Got to put a little 11 on there. This guy got an 11-7, Justin Hamner. Whoa. Oh, my God, guys. Hold on. Let's take a look and see if they updated these stats real quick. Let's see. Justin Hamner. Where did he go? Oh, yeah. I think it just updated. Wesley Gore. Where is Hamner at? Oh, my God. Look at it, guys. There we go. Look at it. 11-7. He got an 11. He scoped him. He scoped that fish right in the eyeball.
Yes, sir.
Oh, my goodness. Did he hurt him? In 11-7 has put him at a total of what? 100 and let's see. What is his stats? Let's just take a look and see what he has to say. Let's see. Where is he at? 124 pounds, 10 ounces in second place. He is right behind Trey McKenna. 1 pound, 2 ounces. Guys. And look at this. He is sitting on a 3-pounder. We don't do 3-pounders on Lake Fork, do we? So that has definitely got to be an upgrade coming. And Trey McKenna, has he tapped out? Oh, no, definitely not. He has a 2-pounder. I don't think they do 2-pounders on Lake Fork either. So he has some room to grow. Oh, my God.
One thing's for certain. That boy just handed himself out a whole bunch of hurt feelings reports.
Oh, no, not the hurt feelings report. Because you're talking about he scoped him. He scoped that 11-pounder, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
But what does it matter, man? Like, you looking at 50 dudes that are some of the best fishers on the planet, right?
Right.
And look, I ain't never going to take away nothing from guys like Randy. His day when he was at the top of the pile, He earned every bit of it. Guys like Swindle earned every bit of what they said. Jimmy Houston, great guy. Martin, what's it? Roland Martin, fantastic fisherman. Everybody has a finite amount of time on this rock. Them dudes were the hammers of their day, but they old. And God bless them, they're still amazing fishermen. But you don't see no 75-year-old pro baseballers or pro footballers.
Oh, come on, man. Give the senior citizens a chance.
I know. And that's just it, right? We got more senior citizens in bass fishing than any other sport you're going to find other than golf. And I think that's a drinking club with a golfing problem.
Mm-hmm.
But dude, it is what it is, man. We all go out, we fish, you fish whatever way the hell you want. When it comes to pro fishing, everybody out there is at the mercy of what the tournament director says. This is how we're running our tournament. Every last one of them has to sign the papers. They give them a book, give them all the rules, tell them where they're going to be. Some people bitch, hey, I can't make it. That conflicts with my schedule. Hey, partner, go fish whatever you want to. But if you want to fish with us, you're going to fish where we say, when we say, and by what rules we say. Don't get mad at the player, man. Hate the game.
Oh, man, hate the scoping game. Don't get mad at the players. Okay, I got you. All right.
It is, man. Hey, look. What about yourself? What about you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you in the same boat that you was in when you first started? I bet you damn bilge pumps work these days. I bet your batteries are top notch these days.
Wait a minute, man. You know too much. How you know about my Miliken boat, no bilge pump?
Hey, I don't want to hear it, man. I don't own a single boat at my house that ain't got a cut up Clorox jug because electronics fail. We be bailing.
Oh my goodness.
I gotta go. You
be
good, Hammer.
All right, appreciate you. All right, guys. Shout out to, you know who that is? That was Barking Rugers, and he was definitely barking, wasn't he, guys? He had a few things to say. Oh my goodness. He said no mercy for the senior citizens. No mercy for the senior citizens. Oh man. It's tough out here in these YouTube streets, guys. It gets tough. All right, so yeah, let's pull these stats back up real quick. So Hamner just dropped the hammer, guys. Oh my goodness, and 11-7. Wow. Do you see it? Right there? Let's just see how that has changed some things up. I don't know where he was sitting at right before that happened, because this leaderboard has now updated. Let's just start down here from the bottom. Start it from the bottom and work to the top. All right. Let's see. So Cooper still waiting on Coop. Cal Patrick sitting in 9th. We have Miliken sitting in 8th place. So he got bumped down 1, but hey, we're all of us here on the top 10, guys. So we're all doing our thing. Shout out to Miliken. He's looking to upgrade that 315. All right, let's see what else we got. We got Tyler Revette. Tyler Revette was with that 10-12 ouncer, but who was it that came in and say, hold up, swole up? That 10-12 ain't nothing compared to my 11-7. Let me hop up here in 2nd place, putting in some work. Oh my God, guys, man, an 11-7. All right, guys, look, we have been rolling for quite a while right now. I have some things to do. Your partner Money Bass has to head out. But hey, I really appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you watch every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Let me see. Okay, I see all you guys out here in the chat. Make sure you tune in on Tuesday. We're going to have some fun with it. Wait a minute. What do we have? We have the Mass Bass. Tid checking in. Big shout out to you, man. Really appreciate you checking in and supporting the live stream. It really means something. It really does. I got feelings over here. All right, guys. I will see you guys on the next live stream. Let's continue watching and we'll see who is going to take it. Will there be 10 century belts? 10 century club belts given out today? We'll see. All right, guys. I will holler at you on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern.